Oh, Jesus. Talk amongst yourselves. That's how tonight's going to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
D6 cold damage. This is already my favourite show of all time. So, guys, we are Definitely Not Goblins, Glasgow's live, actual play Dungeons and Dragons show, where the audience themselves get to kind of chime in. You guys are going to act as almost gods in my world. Is everybody familiar with Dungeons and Dragons in this room? No? That was a whole lot of noise. It doesn't matter. Neither are we. Yeah, you should pick it up pretty quickly. It's not going to be that crunchy. It will be a good time. Do we have announcements that we want to go over before we start the show? Yes. I'm going to pass it over to my team. We're going to go over our current announcements.
No, might as well just go this way.
Yes, talk amongst yourselves. Great.
We're so prepared for this. Not drawing a blank, just drawing pictures in my mind. Well, the announcement I have for everybody is that we do have a newsletter up and running, where we release multiple times a month, probably every 2-3 weeks. It's free to subscribe to, so why not? Please, we could use the subscribers, as we're lonely. We just need somebody to talk to, even if it's through the internet. It's the only reason why we do
this whole
show.
thing's just an excuse to have a bit of company, to be honest.
We're all very lonely.
We just need some human interaction at least once a month.
Liam.
In addition to that, we now have a website, definitely-not-goblins.com.
Can I get some thematic music, please, Fudgy?
No.
Make it
We have a
straight.
website, definitely-not-goblins.com, through which, in the sort of bottom of each page, there is the link to the newsletter, if anyone is interested. In addition to that, we are also, amidst our other schedule, being here most months, on the 31st, Halloween, 31st of October, we will be at HorrorCon in Paisley Town Hall this year. So we're bigger and better things. Well, this place is great, but, you know, bigger than other stuff. I think that's me.
I just want to make sure everybody got a raffle ticket.
Everybody?
Is that
Anyone
hands up
not?
Did you got one, eh? Anyone
Everyone
not
not.
got one?
You guys didn't get one? Well, tough shit.
I went ruined, I promise you.
Just, yeah,
So
you
if
win
you-
everything.
If you look to my left, these are all of our prizes, sponsored by the wonderful people at Static Games. Sorry, I can't actually see. Who didn't get a raffle
Same.
ticket?
We'll sort that out at the break.
hands.
We'll sort that out at the break.
Yeah.
Cool. Come up to me and I will give you one later.
Awesome. So how this works, for those of you that aren't familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, is
Feeling left out, Rob. I was
What?
sitting here going, oh, I'm going to have to come up with an announcement. I'm like,
what did you announce something? What did you have for lunch? Tell me.
it was good actually, it's a burrito. But to introduce myself, I'm definitely not goblin, which I think makes me a goblin, actually. But
We had any double negatives here, but
I'm
Can
just a
you
goblin,
turn it down
that's
just a
fine.
hair, please, Fudgy?
But yeah, my name's Rich, guest player this evening. Guest star.
Woo!
Yeah, guest star, it said briefly, but the word star is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Get it? But, yeah, and these are definitely not goblins.
What do you do? What are you a star of, my man?
Apparently, I've found this out, I'm Scotland's premier Dungeons and Dragons YouTuber.
Oh.
Which sounds really fancy until you realise I am Scotland's only Dungeons and Dragons YouTuber, as far as I know. But for the sake of this evening, you lot are on guard, by the way, because this chair is millimetres away from the edge. So if I see you looking worried, okay, you've got my back, yeah? Thank you.
We also do not have indemnity insurance, so
You did not mention that before we started.
yeah, here we go.
Cool.
Are we all good?
That's fine, I'm up for that. Let's do it.
Ready to fucking, you guys ready to fucking go? So for those that aren't familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, essentially what it is, I've created a world, and within that world, these fine people have created characters. I'm going to weave a narrative, introduce a situation. I'm kind of like the games console, and these guys are playing with me. So they will make decisions, and then we'll roll dice, and then as a consequence of that dice roll, we'll determine whether what they want to do is successful or if it fails. As I said, you guys will be gods, and as a consequence of that, if say something is perhaps going to succeed or going to fail, I might throw it to you to decide whether it does or not. Ooh. These fine people's lives are in your fine hands. Come again, sorry? We're going to play Fate, so you guys better be nice. Death awaits. Anyway, this is a continuation of the story that we started last year. Our fine party here found themselves in Avernus, traversing the plains of hell. Made some deals with some devils, had some good times, had some bad times, both they're back on the material plane. This story is set in the Violet City, a kind of metropolis in the north of the continent of Dagron. Extremely high fantasy. On the outskirts of the Violet City, a kind of a bustling thoroughfare, a colossal tear, and the reality rips. Sparks of purplish lightning crack, much to the dismay of onlookers, and out of this rip in reality falls 4 people. As they fall, find themselves face first in the ground, we find ourselves looking upon a kind of a small dragon-like creature.
These are necessary.
Boomstick, if you could introduce your character.
My character's name is Boom Shakalaka Shtick. His friends call him Shaka or Boom. He's about 3'2" kobold, kind of gunmetal grey face, whitish body, white eyes, covered in packs and pouches of various explosive materials, and toting around an over-under shotgun in this fantasy world.
What other bullshit you got in your pockets? Come on, what is it?
Well, considering we just came out the portal, he will probably be astride his cannon with legs. Democracy. He does use it as a mount. It does have a climbing speed. The DM does hate it. It is very useful. Again, he hates it. Toting it around of just array of various
Miscellaneous things. So this,
Miscellaneous
I said, this void opens and poof, this small, kind of very confused dragon-like creature lands on the ground. Kind of wipe yourself off, and at this point, people have started to stop and like, oh my god, what is that? And you're starting to gather a little bit of a crowd. Immediately after him, another small dragon-like person.
So, Skrit, SKRRT, is also a kobold, red-scaled, various like pockmarked scars, burns. Kind of looks like he's just been through hell, but it looks like shit, to be frank. What have I been through hell? Even, with the 3 foot tall, still sort of carries with like a hunch and a diminutive stature. Literally the only thing of note about Skrit is the really nice pair of shoes that he has acquired, and like a kind of cool looking knife that was not worth it in the fucking slightest. Like, in the slightest. That's kind of him.
You don't think what you had to do for that was completely worth it for just a knife?
So,
I mean, it is a nice knife.
if you guys could describe, so as you guys are tumbling from one plane to the next, what do you get? What do you do? How do you react? How do you
Fucking
fall?
pray for death.
What do you say?
Pray. Close my eyes and just let it be now.
I just clutch my shotgun so it doesn't fly away and curl up into a ball.
Yeah.
That's what Papa Dragon taught me. If you're hurtling through the air, become a cannonball. And if you hit something, you might kill it. Hopefully.
You were raised wrong.
Know the character.
You immediately behind these two kind of draconic creatures, kind of almost glides out this very fair half-elf woman. Alison, if you could describe your character, how they introduce her. How does she tumble out this portal along with these two dragon folk?
I'm playing a half-elf called Anastasia, who, she looks like a half-elf, I guess. But compared to these two, she looks pretty, normal. Am I telling a lie? No.
Admittedly, you've been consistent with that same description with every introduction.
That's because I can't think of anything else to say.
Fudgy, can you bring up the
Um,
first picture, please?
Oh. I
Production
forgot
value.
What I was oh yeah. I'm a woman, I'm normal. Yeah. So yeah, she sports this like sort of purple coat type thing, and yeah, that's about it.
I'm terribly excited. Immediately behind you, we have another player who isn't here this evening. He unfortunately has scabies or something. So immediately after them tumbles this I'll let him know. Tumbles this extremely kind of hairy, fey-looking creature. Hoven clothes, horns, a satyr. Mr. Tumnus, essentially. Hair extending from his head all the way down to kind of the tips of his hooves. It kind of looks like a satyr crossbred with...
Cousinette.
Cousinette, that's the chap, yeah. And you poof, to the ground, starts away. Oh no! Oh my! Oh, that's a lot in a chiropractor. Oh no! And turns to look at you guys.
Did his voice change when he went through the portal?
Listen,
Yeah, I'm not Josh.
they swapped out the voice actor as well.
Yeah, we've recast. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like any of you. This has been a horrible
Did
week.
Josh fucking tell you to say that?
Peace out. And then he just waddles away. He just disappears into the crowd like Bruce Banner. He Bruce
really
Banner.
specific.
I know, yeah, he just, oh no, yeah, I've had enough. I'm gonna open a shop and sell rice. I don't know. Ugh.
That's a shame. We just lost our emergency food.
We lost our healer.
Oh, shit, we did.
That's the only guy that keeps us alive.
You take
Wait.
damage?
No, unfortunately no.
From the distance, you just
You
hear,
would
heal
love to take
yourselves,
damage.
asshole.
My kingdom for a death saving throw.
So you guys are all standing. If you look to your left, you'll see an image of what you're looking upon. Kind of a busy street. A lot of people have stalked you. It's like stopping, but it's more aggressive. They've stopped to kind of take in this rather interesting occurrence. It's not every day you see a tear in reality when you're trying to do your shopping. What would you like to do?
I'd like to discover that there's a lot more fucking water on my desk than I thought there was. Oh, we've got like additional item cards because these might be.
Man, that was expensive card type.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Uh,
What would you like to do?
I'm pretty sure we're due like 20 gold for going to hell. Which is a weird sentence I didn't think I'd say, but I want my money.
I too want my money.
Was
And
it just
also
20
to sleep.
Shall we go find that woman?
Let me
Whose
check
name
my
was-
notes from
whose name
unironically
was-
8 months ago. That page just
Whose
fell
name
apart. You
was?
fucking check your notes, go on.
I
Go
don't
on,
take
check your
notes.
notes. Alright, fucking.
How have I got more notes than you? That's
question.
amazing.
Wait, I think I know what's
My
wrong.
character doesn't care enough to remember these things.
The book's upside down. now we're fucking cooking.
What do you guys want to do? What would you like to do?
Yeah, I don't know her name. Whatever.
Let's go see how that bald lady. What the fuck was her name? You remember, right?
Should we just go to the guardhouse?
Yeah, let's just go there.
Let's go to the
Let's just go to the
guardhouse.
guardhouse. We're going to the guardhouse.
Never mind, it wasn't
Tell
20.
me, just do it.
It was 10 gold.
No, it was 15.
It doesn't fucking matter.
We can argue the semantic later. I'm walking to the guardhouse.
So as
Oh,
you're
shit.
walking, can everyone make me a perception check as you're wandering through the thoroughfare? So as you're kind of walking up the lowest circle in the Violet City. The Violet City itself is constructed in kind of like a freestanding mountain.
5.
For the 5, you can't see at all anymore.
In all fairness, my character is colorblind,
Okay.
so
It's not the same thing as regular blind.
yeah, he just came from hell. He's not adjusted yet.
That's a 17.
With a 17, okay. Anastasia?
12.
12. So as you're you're walking down these kind of like almost sandy, dark People are bustling past to the right, to the left as you're walking along. All stores are open. It's about midday. It's about 12 o'clock. You've all spent a lot of time in the Violet City. You're kind of used to the environment, what to expect and what to see, even though you've had this brief period of time in hell. But you notice that there's almost like a shift in, dare I say it, the energy. Things seem a little bit more calm. And with the 17, you've noticed that throughout the crowds, there seems to be almost like a uniform appearance of individuals. These people that are head to toe in white robes. As you're kind of wandering past and you're having a closer look, they look dirty and used. And all these individuals seem to be helping. Like, they seem to be attending to the sick, if there are any, helping the poor, if there are any. It's a very loose fantasy world. Yeah, they seem to be going from, like, do you need any help? Going from people.
Do you recognise this group? Like, have we seen that before, or is this new?
No, this would be brand new to you. It's not something you would be familiar with. You can make me an intelligence check if you
Aye, sound.
should you so please.
Doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, never mind. Actually, no, I'm thick as shit. I got 5.
5. So if you look to the side of the stage, you'll see what looks like a rotating wheel. That is our D24. So
You want me to spend it right now?
every member of our cast gets 1 free reroll per turn, per game. But the reroll has to be done by one of yous. Ooh. As you all know, the D20 only goes up to 20.
Aye.
So if you get between 21 and 24, you get 2 free tickets to any Definitely Not Goblins show of your choice. Plus a free sticker and a badge, because we're not cheap.
They are also in silver if people can't read.
That's not how reading works.
Well, they might not be able to read it, but they can see colour.
What the fuck does
You
that
guys
even
get
mean?
one free reroll. 1 free reroll. It will be done by a member of the audience.
So, again, you've just brought that up as though you want me to use it right fucking with 5 minutes, and you want me to use it on remembering if some guys were white. Aye, Kim, what? Let's do it.
Right,
I'll
okay.
re-roll it right now.
Do we
Let's
have
see
any
if I can
who wants to
remember.
roll the D or spin rather the D24? Any volunteers? I'll
This
pick
guy
one of
over
you.
here.
Come on up, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Woo! Woo!
One small problem.
Come on, a
this,
1.
This thing doesn't have its little target wheelie thing on it. So I'm just going to put my finger here.
I will
Yep.
say, don't spin it too hard,
I
because
told
it
you
will
we're-
just keep going.
We're very high production.
That's a good rule.
And it might fall off because the bit's
This
on
is
the front of
intense.
it.
It's never going to stop.
No, it's not. It's get time.
We've created a perpetual motion machine.
So for those interested, we will not be here next month, but from the following months we will be.
I'll slow down a bit.
Just stop it.
Oh,
Oh my God!
21!
Whoa! My man, you have won 2 tickets to Definitely Not Goblins show of your choice. A free badge and a free sticker.
there we go.
With that number, we're going to let you choose. What do you want it to be? Do you want him to fail spectacularly? Do you want him to be successful? Do you want to give him a 15?
On a 21, I want him to not only remember the name, but also remember some awkward details.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You're a
shit,
savage. I like you.
That's those guys that treated that thing I had a couple of years ago. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's antibiotics, sir. It'll clear that up. So as you're pondering and considering, because it's not extremely outlandish. People just wearing white robes. People can wear white robes. It's a free world.
No judging.
But the volume seems strange. And as you're considering it and kind of watching their movements and their actions, you kind of have like a spark of knowledge, a light bulb, if you will, and
Big think.
you have a big think, and you're reminded of it's almost like a religious order, a very new religion that's been cropping up kind of throughout the continent. You don't know a massive amount about them because really nobody does. You know that the individuals of this religion, when they join it, they give up their name, they give up their family, they give up wealth. They sacrifice everything in the name of quote-unquote helping. They're only referred to as the unnamed.
The unnamed.
The unnamed. No one really knows or understands what it is they worship, why it is they do what they do. They just seem to be selfless. But with the encouragement of a man over there, I'll give you this also. Albeit they've only been cropping up over the past couple of years, the cities that they have been appearing in, when they do start to manifest, there's almost like a shift in the political class. The values of the city seem to change. They almost become enclosed from the outside world in a very real way. They don't nothing like grinds to a halt. There's nothing extremely strange. There's no mass deaths or anything like that. It's just
More isolationist.
yeah, kind of isolationist. Like they still trade with other places, but the communications outside of what is necessary kind of fall silent. That's what you get with his cosmic role.
Cosmic.
Cosmic role.
Ah, that's weird. That probably won't come up. That's probably not an important thing. Do you mind not touching my soggy character sheet, sir?
So yeah, as
Those are going to stick together.
as
if you
you're
don't lift
as you're
them
standing
apart.
there thinking that, these individuals who are like moving from person to person, they kind of see you all dishevelled and they walk up, their hands kind of clasped at their chest. No, do you need any help?
That's more than you fucking know, man. Can you fix like brains?
Ah,
What about the
brains may
soul?
be a bit beyond my power. But I could wash you. I can feed you.
Is this like a weird sex thing?
So, standing in front of you, kind of now that you're close, you kind of get a better look. It's kind of a very clean, not unattractive.
That's good
Looks
to get
like a
sex.
40-year-old man. So he's clean shaven, short hair, and as you're looking, you can kind of see scars going along the side of his head. Kind of like almost piercing, steel blue eyes, strong jaw. It's late in the day, so he has a bit of a bit of a shadow going on, a bit of stubble.
You could wash me.
You can't see it, but he's got a cracking set of abs. He's got an arse that could crack a walnut. What have I become?
Crack a walnut.
Jesus Christ, Robin.
You fucking done it, mate.
By the way, I'm Robin. What would you like to do? Is there anything that I could do? I can help you in any way.
What are you doing later?
I will be helping.
It doesn't really help me right now. You know what? Rain check? I'll see you later.
Certainly, sir. If you need me, I will be around.
Oh, I need you.
Been a stressful few days for you.
It's been a fucking week, mate. Alright.
Sir,
Look, excuse me, I have a date with 15 gold. For a lifetime of horrors.
I won't read into that, sir. So, and then he kind of turns to the rest of you and he's like, anyone else?
Rest of you mind your fucking businesses, mate.
Okay, I will be about. Your name?
Scrat!
Scrit.
It's that high pitched and jarring.
An absolute pleasure, Scrit.
What's your name?
I have no name, sir.
Oh shit, yeah, that's your whole plot. I literally wrote it down.
I am without name, sir.
Wait, what?
I am without name.
Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. I'm going to write down steely-eyed ab guy. Yeah.
You can't see, but he's oiled under that.
You can't see any of this, you can just sense it.
All I can see is like the pecs and the bounce.
Yeah, but it's like the pecs are so pronounced that you can see them through 3 layers of robe. It's great. It's Henry Cavill. That's who's standing in front of you right now. You're looking at Superman. What the fuck?
This is what
Can
we
anyone
do
do
on
fan
stage.
art? Can anyone?
Yeah, we want to draw a little kobold getting dicked down by Henry Cavill. Let's see. That's what you're asking for. Anybody in the audience? Well, no pay you. But if you want to draw Henry Cavill just pumping a 3 foot tall lizard, on you go.
If this is what we do on stage, imagine what happens at home
It's a
games.
fucking mess, man.
Jesus.
So anyway, about my 15 gold roll.
Just,
About that plot you had.
Anyway, I'm halfway down the street heading to the guards.
so yeah, at this point, you're carry on. I will be around. And you turn around and he walks away. His arse is so nice you can't see it through 3 layers of robe. You start to move towards the guardhouse. As you're moving through these busy streets, you can see these people quite regularly. Just seem to be helping people and just they just seem like good guys. And as you move towards the guardhouse, you can hear this with some like heavy footfalls as someone's like, that was Henry Cavill and the Lizard. Running towards you.
Henry Cavill failing every stealth role he's ever done. The son of his well-defined arse cheeks
I was told.
through the robes.
I was told when I came out, oh, it's kind of like Critical Role, so
Yeah,
Dimension
yeah,
20, you know?
Yeah, you've seen those internet shows. It's just
Whoever
like that.
told you that was lying just to get you here.
It's fucking Rob, innit?
I've heard Matthew Mercer talk about clapping cheeks, I'm sure.
anyway,
if you don't enjoy this, you should
footballs.
check out Critical Role. It's starting to become popular. Anyway, yeah, so you hear this. I'm not doing it again. This, that's not better. As this kind of human male, about 5'4", runs up to you. He's wearing what kind of looks like pleasant dress robes. Just stops right in front of all 3 of you as you're moving towards the guardhouse. Anastasia,
Yes.
your father wants to see you.
Exchange of booth.
How did he know?
Quickly,
Okay.
if you please.
Okay.
We only just got back on this plane of existence.
Her dad's level of disappointment. It's plain and white.
If we could, with haste,
Yes, of course.
for the love of Jesus, whoever that is.
Lord and Savior.
Yes. And he kind of starts to usher you towards the Lyceum of the Violet side.
Cool. I'm just going to turn around to these two and just be like, please come with me. Please.
Are you going to pay us?
In
I'll take your 15 gold.
my marvelous company, which I know you love so much.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
I'm just going to say you owe me a favor.
I owe you a favour.
Yes.
That one's better, actually. I'm going to go with that one.
No! No, you can't change it now. Your company, your favour. Let's go. Okay. We all start walking towards the Lyceum.
And so it was. They started walking and described it as so, and they did such.
Oh yeah, we were all in such a hurry to go see my father.
My 15 gold so close yet so
I
far.
swear to God, I will give you 15 gold if you fucking walk.
Can I get 15 gold?
You can walk.
I don't like this one.
You've got a deal?
You see him like rummage through his coin purse. And throws it at your face like it wasn't like a pleasant.
Shotgun in the post.
Can we go?
Yes.
Should we stop for some kofta?
For the love of God. Please. For the love.
This is Rob asking.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Railroad.
John Railroad?
John Railroad,
I mean,
yes.
I'll go, but I hope there's food.
There's almost certainly not. May we?
Yes, let's go.
Fantastic.
We walk.
We walk.
And we described it,
Onwards.
and we did. So as you pass through city. Could you bring up the second picture, please, Fudging? You move through city streets, kind of swirling. This chap, Railroad Jones, or whatever we just named him as. Let me write that down. He's coming back.
Pivotal NPC.
We're going to meet the whole railroad family line.
They're going to show up in the middle of buttfuck nowhere when you least expect
We're
them.
going to be in the woods and meet Mama Railroad. She's going to take us to her hut.
Conveniently the hut we were looking for.
Railroad Jones, negative.
Papa
15
Railroad, he
gold
was a
coins.
caravan ring. He's going to take us where we need to go.
So he kind of escorts you through busy streets, pushing people out the way, not pleasantly, but with haste. Leads you to the Lyceum within the city that you are all too familiar with. I don't word great.
That's a real bad thing to have at this moment.
I know, it's a good thing I don't need to speak. You come upon the Lyceum. You're immediately met with a kind of 3-story grey stone building. Large, kind of dark. I'm going to get AI to do my job because I fucking apparently can't. Hold on, I'll fix it. Double whiskey. Dark oak doors stand in front of you. Blackened iron braziers and a kind of an almost beautifully floral and ornate pattern on the front. It's an intense door. As you're approaching the grey stone itself, you can kind of see almost like a shimmer, kind of like granite-esque, almost like a pearlescent shimmer as the light catches it. The perimeter of the Lyceum is exclusively these colossal iron fences, blackened iron with pointed tops. As you enter the Lyceum itself, you're ushered upstairs through corridors, around bends, through more rooms, and you're eventually taken into what you remember, Anastasia, is your father's office. As the room door opens, immediately in front of you is the desk. To your left is these colossal bay windows that are letting in kind of like the stunning afternoon sun. You can kind of see the atmosphere of dust in the air from ancient artifacts which are flanked around the corners around the room. A hearth on the back wall behind the desk. The room itself is empty at this point. As you're and he shoves you guys in and closes the door. On the back wall to the right is kind of a large bookcase. What would you like to do?
Is there anybody in the room?
As far as you can tell, just yourselves.
I immediately start perusing the artifacts.
Make me an investigation.
Investigation?
I don't move, but also don't tell him not to do that.
Sure, okay.
Even if you did, you don't control me.
You're no mum.
You're no mammal.
12?
With a 12. A 12, most of these things are on display. It's very obvious if you take something from a pedestal. But you can, there's a couple of things. So
I'm
like
not picking things, I'm directly investigating in case there's anything I want to pick up.
Yeah, sure. So like none of them are in cages or anything like that. They're just kind of on these stands and pedestals and kind of embedded in bookcases around the perimeter of the room. So you see, like at a glance with the 12, you can see like a sword on one pedestal with a kind of a beautiful golden handle. I'll move on to the next pedestal. There's kind of a shield with a symbol that you would recognise. It's a symbol of Pelor, the sun god, embedded on the front of it. There's one that just has what looks like a kind of small wooden box. Pretty plain, just a standard kind of brown wooden box. Nothing special about it at all. Do it. You find like miscellaneous books on...
I'm going to take a small wooden box out of my bag of holding and just swap them round and put that one in.
Okay, it would be very difficult for you to find an identical small wooden box.
As long as it's a small wooden box.
That's not how eyes work.
As long as nobody's looking directly at it, they probably won't think about it.
You think everyone else lacks object permanence? Just can't fucking click.
There's more interesting things for people to look at. It's just, as long as it's roughly the same colour and size, people will just gloss over it.
That's the most thief mentality I've heard in my fucking life.
Not a thief, nobody was using it. It's equivalent exchange, I'm giving them a box.
So
It's a box for a box.
Sure. So you grab the box that's on the pedestal. It has kind of a small latch that would allow it to open up. You take it, put it in your thing, and then replace it with the one that's there. Seemingly nothing happens. I don't know what to make you roll for that.
He done it quite
For like disguised box. Are you making any attempt to make the box look similar, or are you just putting a box?
I will with tools try and quickly make the box look similar.
Maybe a quick crafting check.
What do you want for crafting? Because I just have that ability
Dex.
as an artificer.
Just Dex. Is it Dex? Yeah, sure. Wisdom. I don't care.
You just rattled it like. Sorry, that was rude.
I'd like to use a goblin roll, please.
Hey, Goblin roll, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Do we have any immediate volunteers? Who wants the chance of winning some free shit? My man, please step up to the die.
Because that was a nat 1 and I
Or
really
the-
want this box.
Or the
That's been
perpetual
gently.
motion machine, as it were. Give it a roll. We need more intense music.
Finger. 19.
With a 19. Okay. I'll still give you a sticker.
That's
at the end.
22.
That's a 22?
It's 22.
Total of 22. With a 22,
Unless you want to give me proficiency as well, because I'm proficient. In which case, 25.
with a sorry?
Oh. Yeah. Thank you. Just in case I wanted him to add.
Thank you so
more.
much.
Yeah.
I said, thank for coming up. I'm still going to give you a sticker. I'm still going to give you one because I like the top. I like a man in red.
Just
Seriously.
lower the sexual tension just a wee bit.
No,
Alright.
I'm trying to set myself apart from other D&D shows by making myself uncomfortable.
Inappropriate.
It's with a 19. Thank you.
So 25, because I'm proficient.
With a total of 25, you quickly take the box and you're having a look at it and you're looking at the other one in your hand. You're like, okay. You set it back. Looks fucking identical.
Just turn around to the guys in the room.
Not gonna lie, my plan was to just steal the box.
You take it, give it a shake. If it sounds like there's something in there.
I'm not going to open it here.
Okay. Put it away in your pouch. Anyone else want to do anything?
I'm good.
Why the fuck are we here?
I don't know. I'm going to assume it's something to do with the fact that we were in hell.
How would your dad know that?
He knows everything.
You're a grass.
Yeah.
Oh. Fair enough.
So as you're kind of standing and musing, having this gentle conversation, you hear a and the bookcase that's by the side of the hearth opens. And in the kind of the darkened shadow, you can see what looks like a corridor that leads down. And standing in that corridor is this large silhouette, standing about 7 feet tall. As he steps into the room, the light of he's a big guy.
7 feet tall, fucking hell.
He's a half elf.
Alright.
No, he's yeah.
Fuck am I meant to take for that?
He's a big guy. Some people are big. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Fair enough.
So he steps into this room. Oh, fucking hell! Steps into the room. This, as I said, standing about 7 foot tall, long jet black hair. Falls kind of almost like a river onto his shoulders, down onto his chest.
Well, that door's not secret anymore.
That's such a criminal fucking thing to say.
It's a secret hidden door, and he just let us know where it is.
Hey, what's your safe code? What's your?
Just give me the keys to your
Can
house
I
already.
borrow your husky? I'll just look at Anastasia.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is that?
I'm
Just
just,
point out.
I'm just looking at the floor, to be quite honest with you.
Right. So as you're staring at the floor, this figure steps into the room. You immediately feel almost like a change in the room's aura. It immediately feels more tense.
I guess the draft from the door you just opened.
Yeah.
Really?
We're just gonna beam you immediately with some magic.
just mind wipe. I'm just going to make this kind of fucking. It steps into the room and kind of it's almost studying you guys individually, and then casts his eyes over to Anastasia. So, Anastasia.
Hello. Father.
You disappeared from your classes. You have not been at the Lyceum for over a week. I find out not only that, but when you left, you joined some renegade band and started investigating things with the Violet Guard. Following that, you found yourself on another plane of existence. And you watch as he casts his hand over to the side of the room where there's what looks like a floating mirror and shards. A separate plane, Anastasia. You traversed Avernus, battled demons, made deals with devils, fought with archfates. I have never, in all of my existence, been so proud of you. You really are my daughter.
I look stunned.
You watch as he runs over and just gives you this colossal embrace, which is strange because he's never done that before.
While he's doing this, I climb on his desk.
He's such a piece of shit, it's unreal.
Well, he's not paying attention. He's 7 foot. The desk's gonna need to be huge, so I'm gonna need to climb up it. I'm 3 foot. Just want to see what's on the desk.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's on his desk? Just shout things out. Inkwell, okay, we've got arrays on inkwells. Poison, savage, lava lamp.
Oh, I'm taking the lava lamp.
This place is fucking disco. What was that, sorry? Maps, okay. Crystal ball, this guy's desk is busy. What's that? Battle axe, this guy's a...
This
Okay,
boy
yeah.
needs to fucking tidy his office.
This is one massive desk.
Fucking state.
This is one of the captain desks that's like 6 feet wide.
He's just cluttered.
So you try to get on the desk, put your little coat, and you're like, "Ugh," and try to get up, and immediately you're trying to step over a battle axe. There's a crystal ball, there's maps strewn all over the place. You knock over an inkwell, it's pouring over the maps, and you watch as he twitches and turns to you. What else was on it? Crystal ball, inkwell, I missed something else. Lava lamp, poison.
I did remember that, Ian.
You see a you see a second mirror in the room.
This one flat with a card on it.
This one's flat and it has what looks like a
It's got an American
specialized blade.
Express.
Almost like it's kind of like a Fantasy Stanley blade kind of a thing, the blade from it. And for whatever reason, there's racked up some mysterious alchemical powder.
Being the artificer and alchemist I am, I touch him.
I appreciate that this entire like a 7 foot tall guy is just staring at you.
He's just like
Hey,
all
like-
bed hugging. He's like,
What the fuck is this also up to?
It's kind of happening at the same time. So he's like hugging on a stage and be like, I was so convinced you were going to be a disappointment. Oh, I've never been so proud. And then he like turns and sees you. Make me a Constitution saving throw. With the, yeah, sure.
with
With disadvantage.
the amount of chemicals I've huffed in my life.
You haven't seen fucking this guy's shit.
Cocaine blessed by the gods. 4. No, wait. I have a saving throw in this.
Right.
6.
Wow.
With the 6, ladies and gentlemen, what happens to him is he huffs the devil's dandruff. Just another worldly trip. Heart palp. You've been through this. Do we have anything else on another worldly trip? Becomes increasingly paranoid.
That's not what you want from the guy with a gun.
He's convinced. Oh.
Boundless confidence. I'm a dragon. I'm a fucking.
So as you take your line, then you take another one because he's hugging his daughter. He can't see anything, and suddenly you're like, "That's 2 grams." And then as you close your eyes and you're rubbing them, trying to deal with the headache, and thinking, "Oh, I could use a pint." You open them, and as you do, you're no longer in the office. The smell of sulfur fills the air. And as you look down, the ground seems much further away than it was before. You look to your left, you see 2 colossal draconic heads. You see a black one, a blue one. You turn to your other side, you see a green one, a white one. And as they turn to you, you suddenly realize You've been Tiamat all along. You feel this immense power surge through you. You are the guardian to the second layer of hell. You hold domain in Avernus. This is the most chill music, by the way.
I was going to say,
There's a guy in the corner playing jazz. You let out this colossal just. That was a dragon roar. And, you blast shit from your heads and all that. It takes a couple of minutes, a minute passes, you're just embracing your being, what you are. You can see your followers bringing tribute, this colossal pile of treasure before you, your draconic hoard. You feel pride, power, and then you're standing on top of a desk. You have a crazy headache. You're super dehydrated. You really want to call that one chick. But you don't think it's going to work. And that's you. What would you like to do?
that's a really nice moment you're having with your dad at Anastasia, by the way.
That's happening. I'm in the background just stomping on a desk. I am the god of dragons. Oh.
Roll me a d6.
Not gonna lie, Anastasia, I didn't
4.
expect this. You said your dad was a dick.
For the next 4 hours, you're convinced that you are Tiamat.
4 hours.
For 4 hours, you are convinced that you are Tiamat.
I am the
dragon
god of dragons. I just pick up a liquid and drink it because I'm thirsty. I don't know what it is.
Okay, right. There's
The
poison and there's an inkwell. Roll me a d. Flip a coin.
What?
Roll me a roll a d4. D20. I don't care.
4.
With a 4. Ladies and gentlemen, is it poison or is it ink? Ink. Everyone wants it to be ink. Okay.
Everybody wants to keep me alive. I'm just stomping in the corner and
So
yelling.
you stop. Everything is my domain. And you just chug that black ink
Like a delusioned toddler who thinks he's a kaiju.
you chug that ink, and then a head pops in from the corner of the room, and you recognise it as Railroad Jones. Could continue with the fucking story, please.
Okay, so I'm still hugging my dad, right?
You're hugging your dad, and as you look around him, you see all this unfold as he goes into this trance, and then starts stomping. He starts just drinking miscellaneous things. There's a black ink dripping down from his chin, and he believes he is the 5-headed dragon queen, Tiamat.
Beautiful. I'm gonna break away from my dad.
Strength check.
He's really proud.
How proud is he?
Contested.
Do you actually want me to do a
No,
strength check?
no,
Okay,
no.
great. So I break away from my dad.
Mhm.
I look him dead in the eyes, and I turn around and I say, "I'm sorry. You have known where I am, not sent help,
Correct.
been spying on me, probably for longer than a week,
Well, you were in classes before.
and then you decided to hug me, which you haven't done since I was born.
You've nailed it, yeah.
That's my girl.
And now you're saying you're proud of me, which I've never heard you utter to me at all.
Extremely, Anastasia.
What is going on?
Throughout the duration of your existence, you have exhibited nothing special.
No, you have said that to me on
Yeah,
many occasions.
It's kind of my thing.
Such
But
a dick.
Every morning, like you shout.
breakfast, darling, remember you're nothing. Just, I think I'm doing my dad. I had to allow you space to grow, to develop your own strength. You cannot rely on mine or the rest of our families. Were you to become a champion, the thing that you were meant to be, you needed to have the opportunity to exhibit it yourself. While I do not agree with your methods, moving to such a place, traversing it and surviving, you've proven yourself not only Railroad Jones sticks his head in, says I drank too quick. You've exhibited not only that you are worthy to bear our family name, but you are worthy to be a champion of this realm. That is why I have called you here today.
Champion.
A champion.
And what do my other siblings have to say about this? Do they know? Do they care?
Your other siblings, those that have proven themselves, are scattered.
I'm so sorry, can you say that in English?
Absolutely not. The siblings that are proven themselves to the same extent of yours are scattered throughout the realm. They have their own tasks to attend to.
That's a good point. Is he saying this in Common or Elvish?
Colin. You're on the desk. You're
tripping
Yeah,
balls.
you're
just-
so
just
high,
'cause
you
you
don't
guys are
understand anything
half-elves.
anymore.
you are the five-headed dragon queen.
I think at this point I've fallen off the desk and I'm just on my back staring at the
It's
ceiling.
convulsing.
Just step back. It's just like Breaking Bad season 3. We're just Walter White and
My
watching.
heart's going like a samba beat. Just
So-
dancing to it in the corner. It's pounding in my ears.
As Vagon looks at this, and then looks back at Anastasia, he kind of rights himself, recognizing the situation, and walks behind his desk, and looks at the mess that's been left.
Does he push me out the way? I'm kind of behind his desk.
He just steps over you. He was scrying on you too. Where's your shotgun at this point?
It's attached to me. It's on me.
Of course it is.
It's loaded as well.
He steps over you and kind of puts both his hands on the desk. He's looking over his papers and his maps,
His battle axe and his poison.
his battle axe and his poison.
Lines of coke that have been splashed in.
And he's like, I was going to make a potion out of that. Picks up his inkwell, which is now empty. Guess I'm not writing anything. The situation is dire, Anastasia. Beyond dire. There has been an eruption of a new religious order throughout the realm.
What are they called?
We don't know,
Don't know.
for they have no name. We just call them those without name.
It's a bit boring, isn't it?
It's because I lack imagination, Anastasia.
And warmth and kindness and, being a half-decent father,
You're welcome. My absence made you strong.
Come on, I'll get you a
Yeah,
McDonald's
sure.
discount value meal.
I reckon that's what every absentee father says.
That sounds really personal for you for some reason. I don't know.
Can you put on some somewhat more intense music, please, Roger?
Anastasia's about to get boxed in the jaw.
More sinister. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our audio tech Fudgy. Bringing you the tunes.
Smooth jazz to trip the fuck out on.
This religious order presents its own complication.
Let
They're
me guess,
the-
they're trying to take your power away from you.
They don't want to just take my power, they want to take the city. My theories are unconfirmed at this point. Every other city that they've had a presence in has fallen.
Fallen?
Not in the conventional sense. The political structure has been shifted. My lines of communication with Al Harim in the south of the continent are closed completely. The teleportation sigils have been blocked off. I can no longer transport them. Nobody can.
Oh.
They enter a city under the guise of betterments. They come in, they help the poor, the sick, and then they improve and increase their ranks, and then very slowly take over, quietly. We do not know why, we do not know who they follow. We do not know their purpose. We just know that wherever they go, silence follows. I cannot peer into the Violet City anymore. Something is blocking my magic. I do not know what to do. I do not know where to go with this problem. I worry for the Violet City.
So you came to me in 2 kobolds.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Script.
I am the dragon Tiamat, guardian of the 2nd level of Venice.
That's Shaka.
Fear my power.
Fear
Ah,
his power.
does anybody have any water?
He's got cotton mouth to fuck.
What was that? Or ink, yeah.
I can't walk.
So as you're having this back and forward conversation, and he's like, you've never seen your father genuinely concerned. Throughout the entirety of your existence, he has been kind of strong back, imposing, like he kind of exudes dominance in a very real way. Whatever room he is present in, there's just a general feel of, fuck, it's Vagon. So you've never seen him nervous in this way.
I'm going to ask him, do you know the leader? Do you know the,
We have no idea.
whatever the minister version is called? I don't know.
There doesn't
Who's their pope?
fucking John Paul the unknown. They seemingly have no leader, no organizers.
They seemingly have no leader.
No. They seem to work as a collective, but we do not know who is guiding them. Whenever they have been confronted or addressed, they simply offer help, and when their names are requested, they simply describe themselves as the unnamed.
Have you questioned them?
I've questioned. I've attempted to peer into their minds. Those that I've been able to coerce. To no end. They have no past. Very few memories. They just have a purpose. Betterment.
Okay. What,
The fuck
what
are
do
we
you
supposed to
want
do?
us to do about it?
Yes.
Kill it with fire.
You can't blow everything up with fire.
Destroy it
Boom.
before it lays eggs.
I have a theory.
What's your theory, Father? Tell me.
It is a very loose one,
Of course it is.
and it's based on
Nothing.
Jesus, man.
Reason
Hey,
against
he's
your
being nice to
father
me.
now,
I don't know
aren't
how to react to this.
Okay.
it's based on nothing more than folklore, legends.
Okay.
It is said that before the planes of existence, before the gods were created, there was life and unlife.
Mm-hmm.
Light and the absence of light, the all-consuming and the all-creating. The all-creating created the gods, the titans, eventually the planes. Time continued on. The all-consuming, this unknown, unnamed thing, only sought to consume that had been created, to bring existence back to zero. Balance, as they would call it. The legends are mixed, but from what I can glean, this entity made its attempt to consume that had been created by the all-creating light.
Consumed. He wanted to consume everything.
Consume everything. All life, existence, the planes, back to darkness. When it was attempting to do this, an alignment was formed between the titans, the gods, all beings on both sides of the veil, unified under one banner, in an attempt to preserve their own existence. Because despite their infighting, they are nothing without the light. The legend goes that they sealed it, this entity. How they sealed it, I'm not sure. From my research, it seems that there are almost like specks throughout the realms, like daggers, so to speak.
Daggers.
Places with which a spike, a blade, has been pierced, capturing this thing. It continues through the plains itself. I don't know where they are, just that these altars exist throughout the plains, and it seems that there's a correlation between them and this entity. I theorize, I believe, that these cultists want to bring that about, an end to life, the ultimate peace, an end to suffering, an end to...
I like what these guys are selling.
no sickness, no sadness, no pain, nothing,
No life.
no life. That is my theory. And Anastasia, the only thing that I can think that we could do it, as he kind of like goes to step around his desk, you hear this,
Trips up over a kobold.
no, you feel this sudden shift in the temperature of the room. The room goes cold. Your breath starts to come out in ice. And ice, it comes out like ice breath. There's an immediate feeling of unease. The hearth itself starts to burn down. And this shadow starts to coalesce in the center of the room. And it attempts to make what looks like a swipe at your father. And as this kind of this shadow forms and becomes this kind of visage of skeletal horror, two burning coal eyes, and it makes this claw strike. You see, kind of from the shadow of the corner of the room, a colossal hammer lit with divine purpose smashes into the side of this jaws, and this creature just crumbles. And stepping into the center of the room beside your father, Rich, if you could describe your character, please.
Happy to. He'd been standing there for so long, just watching all this shit go down, by the way. So you see a half elf. You see a young man aged about 18, and if it was human years.
You lighten up the music, please, Fudger.
Sort of longish brown hair. I'm trying to grow his first beard, actually. It's
So
with mixed success. Yeah, that's sort of like a bit of stubble. But he is dressed in this fine plate armor with it's new, but it's also been dented already. He's been fighting, and he's wielding this warhammer in two hands. And as the magic sort of dissipates, as he sort of calms down, he sort of looks up and goes, "Oh, sister, dearest, you're marvelous.
Elric.
Oh, and your servants, I assume."
Tiamat serves no one. I am the destroyer of worlds.
No, not servants.
Put on
no.
some chill music, Fudger.
We may
Combat.
I just crawl around the other side of the desk, one-handed, because the other ones went limp.
Well, I'm glad you're not paying them.
Not
Good
servants.
gods.
They're just idiots.
Okay, clearly, yes, clearly. And to introduce my character properly, this is Alaric Geltora, brother to Anastasia, son to Vagon, or daddy, or father dearest, depending.
I've told you, son, it's just father. No.
Yes, father dearest.
You've always been extra,
Just-
haven't you?
Always.
Just father's fine.
Quick question. What the fuck was that?
I have an idea. It's deeply unpleasant, and you will not like it, I'm afraid. But I saw this in a dream. I think it was a dream. It was deeply unsettling. But this was in Al Harim, where I've been, and it told me some horrific things. It said my magic was a stain. It said my magic was a curse that it would remove, and then it vanished. But with this cold air, with all manner of horrors around it. But at this point, Alaric's going to look around, nervous. He's checking the ceiling, which wouldn't make any sense to you. Hopefully our game master remembers.
I remember.
Hey. But looking around, look at the corners, looking for I'm looking for John Railroad.
Save us, John Rill.
Please, for the love of God, John Railroad.
Can I roll to see if I know what that thing was?
Yeah, for sure. If anyone that wants to.
Hang on, are you conscious now?
I was always conscious, just delirious.
He just. You're rolling as Tiamat.
Yeah.
A being of boundless knowledge.
Naturally, I get like a plus 20 to
Yeah,
this.
you believe you're CR20 right now.
Alaric says,
Do I get Tiamat's plus?
No, you don't
do
get
we
Tiamat's
hug
plus.
now?
But you act with the confidence
Is that just
as if you had
intelligence?
Tiamat's plus. Sorry?
That's just intelligence.
Arcana?
Unless you've got a specific.
May I
What?
use Arcana?
Sure, you can use Arcana.
11.
I don't know why I asked. It's the same for me. Isn't it? I got 21.
With 21.
11. But I think I got a 35. Whatever, I think I'm confident.
Ladies and gentlemen, what does he think this is?
Easter.
Easter Bunny? Any advancements on Easter Bunny? A leprechaun? Okay. Anyone?
We got Easter Bunny
Don't-
or Leprechaun.
Okay. An Irish Easter... Okay, sold. Sold to the man with the fantastic...
bunny.
Shaka, you're a fucking disappointment.
I could see its green shoes and
Swear to
buckles.
God.
It came in a rainbow. Why is everything a rainbow?
Did I comprehend what the fuck it was?
Yeah, quite easily. You had a look at this entity and you're like, that was a wraith.
Neat. Why was there a wraith in here?
Wraith?
A wraith.
No, it was an Easter bunny.
I swear to God. I could kill him right now. He's defenseless. I could do it.
Still have a gun.
With the, was it 21?
Yeah.
With the 21, you would have a pretty solid knowledge that these things, first of all, they have no business in Elysium. They have no business wandering around cities during the day. This is a very unusual circumstance.
So, Sister Dearest, 2 questions. Number 1, are we a family of huggers now?
I don't know. I think he's, been possessed or something.
I do worry.
That was very weird.
Agreed.
Has he hugged you since you've been here?
Oh, no. God,
Has he
God, I'd be
Has he
terrified.
hugged you ever?
Well, no, we have breeding. Good gods.
Well, like some sort of common.
Alaric looks all the way down his nose at you. and given he's, 6 foot something and you're...
Listen here, you tall motherfucker.
Second thing, Sister Dearest.
Yes.
I am incredibly concerned. Last time one of these showed up, moments later, there was someone got their blood exsanguinated from them.
Oh, you would know that this creature that manifested, well, similar to the entity that appeared in your dream in Alarim, it's not that. It's similar, but it's nowhere near as imposing or colossal. Like the thing that you seen was very much physical. Like it was a real entity. This was much more incorporeal.
Well, exsanguinated for your servants is when someone has blood and then has no blood, but the process in between.
Script rolls up his sleeves and
Do it.
I'm on the floor shaking Skirt's leg.
Bring me water, servant.
Either way, sister, be on your guard. There's something afoot.
Okay. What were you doing in Al Harim? What did you see in Al Harim?
Well, I was there to study, to learn, craft hone my skills.
Right.
Yeah, it went quite well, mostly. But, yeah, and then, well, Father called me moments after, which I believe is the last teleportation out, as far as I can tell. But, yeah, I was teleported back here, told him everything I'd seen, and then was waiting in the corridor with Mr. Railroad.
I'm going to turn
beloved
to
servant.
my father and be like, okay, so let me just get this clear. Not only have you been spying on me, but didn't send me any help, you've been spying on him, but sent him help.
I sent for him.
But you gave him help.
His task was complete.
Well, now it's just rude.
If
Father,
I am to help you... Oh, sorry, son.
This guy's really changed, isn't he?
you've never said that before, ever.
I don't think that was in his vocabulary. This is so weird.
I don't like it. Not sure. Don't like this at all. But you
You-
did say that all of the siblings who you were proud of had been scattered.
That was the
I
thing.
am here, Father.
I believe he spoke properly.
See? Saved by the man in the front row.
The only ones he was proud of have already been killed.
So we're the runt.
Did
I'm
I
hideous.
stutter, Elric?
Such a dick, man.
No, Father.
I'm
And
just on the
Alec
floor.
looks down.
How do you feel that he likes your sister better now?
For the
Tiamat
first time in
needs
my
fresh
life.
air.
you watch as Vagon walks over to like a chart on the back wall, and you see the name of all your siblings, and he moves yours one up 2 points. It just-
It's got like a fucking Top Gear board.
Somehow there's a
You've
sibling
been moved
we-
over a bit.
there's a sibling
You're
we've
not
never
quite
heard
at the
of.
stig, but you've done a little
Right.
bit better.
There's that one sibling we've ever heard of. It's like, do we have a sibling called Maserati?
What does the W in brackets mean? It's a niche Top Gear joke. Enough squabbling and conversation, children.
Oh, he's back.
I've missed you, Father.
There is, from what I've been able to understand, from what my ears have heard, there is a group of these creatures making their way to another city.
What
A caravan. I do not know. I know that they are leaving here in an hour. That is why I rushed you here.
Okay.
I need you to follow them, to pursue them, investigate. I need to know what they're doing when no one is watching.
Right.
Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes,
No.
yes,
Yes.
Father, dearest.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Dare command the great dragon. Just crawling over at the window to open it.
Quick question, Father. Are we getting paid?
The very fate of the realm is at stake.
Doesn't answer my question, man. I'm currently down 15 gold.
You're currently up 15 gold.
He doesn't need to know that. It's called finessing.
What do you want?
I don't know. Can I get back to you? I didn't think I'd get this far in the
Get a jacket.
conversation. I thought you'd tell me to go fuck myself. if I
Get a
wanted.
jacket to go with your shoes.
You got like a cool coat, but like a magic one.
Railroad! And you hear this as the door opens a little bit.
You know what? We'll say you owe me a favour.
Absolutely not. No. Not a no. I owe you nothing, small dragon creature.
I want iron stones.
Still convulsing on the floor.
I'm
I've just reached the latch for the window. Like just
Enough.
just getting it.
You have your task. It's in an hour. Follow the caravan. Pursue it, establish what they're doing, and then come back and tell me.
Okay. Question, DM.
Oh, mother of God. Oh, DM. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, thank God.
not father. How far away is my school?
You're in it.
Am I in it? Great. Can I go down to? Do you remember last year?
You want to go and see the guy?
I want to go see the guy.
Jesus. What we're going to do first is have a break.
Okay.
And then can I go see the guy?
Because I need a pint and a line. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll come back here. We're going to start back at 5:30 on the dot, okay? Go grab yourselves a drink, grab a snack. I think you can still order pizza at this time. If you want to order at the bar, you can take pizza down. You get 2 for 1 with your tickets. We'll see you guys back here in 10 minutes.
And if you don't have a raffle ticket, come see me.
Also that.
I'll be at the corner.
Thank you very much.
Good
As
news.
we return, we find ourselves in the office of Vagon Galtora. he's just had this conversation with you lovely individuals. The hearth in the corner of the room is warming the air. It's returned to normal after the dispensary. After the wraith got fucked.
Have I managed to open the window?
Are you trying to open the window?
Trying to open the window. I'm dying in here.
It's a good thing we've got all fucking night.
Just quick 2 seconds. Is the window open?
The window isn't open. Do you want to open it?
I'm trying.
You're enabling. You can that.
Yeah. It's my own fault.
Yes or no, man? Come on.
As you reach for it, Vagon casts Cone of Cold. Now,
I can't do it.
no. Wow. Make a dex save. Turns out the window is open.
With disadvantage? Because he's your
With disadvantage because you believe you are Tiamat, Queen of Dragons.
You may have just killed me. I hope you know that. I've got a backup character under this character sheet, but you may have killed me.
What's your HP?
47.
You might be okay. Well, it's 4 stories.
I might not be okay.
I think it's one. Is it one D12?
It's a D6.
D6. D6 per 10 feet.
4. 7.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I might be out this
does
way.
does a 7 make it?
No.
Does it? Fuck.
I know I might die here, but I appreciate everybody's honesty. Just no, it doesn't.
Fuck.
Doesn't meet the.
So Vagon is kind of standing over his desk and posing his eyes piercing through each of you as he's kind of waiting for you to respond to this task that, I mean, the fate of the realm in itself, of the planes, may rely on, is in your hands. And to his right, you can kind of see this shimmying as Tiamat, the Queen of Dragons, is fucking with a lock, and the window opens. And as it goes, as Tiamat reaches out to,
I am fire. I am death. I will fly to my kingdom.
I do appreciate none of us helped them. Just watch them. Watch the 15 steps this took.
Yeah, you saw me slowly crawl there, reach up for it.
Rambling about flying.
It's like watching somebody
Someone
else's
wanna try and
child
save
almost kill themselves.
I don't really care.
I'm alright, honestly. Would he do it for me? Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would.
Alaric,
actively.
many
Alaric
feet are in
runs
the story?
across. Alaric runs across as fast as he can.
I don't think you're making it.
I don't know. I just love to roll a dice. I'm really looking forward to it.
but you want to attempt to save him?
Damn right.
If you're a peasant, I'm not letting you touch me. I'm
Dex, I
Tiamat.
suppose.
Oh yeah, you're about to save a peasant.
Dexterity as you try to.
I'm really nice.
Dexterously
That hasn't really
move
come
across
out
the
yet.
You're right. You know what? I should jump after my dear friend.
2 kobolds died, plummeting from an office.
I should
Oh,
leap out
shit.
that window towards
Yeah, I
my
didn't realise
friend.
there's 32 feet. Oh, but that's a lot. Okay.
Wait, what?
Ignore
If
me.
I die like this, I will just accept it. The audience kills the first character of the game. That's
Right, see when I said you guys were going to be gods? I didn't think you were going to be so cruel.
so you control the life and death. They chose death.
Rich rolled, by the way.
What did you get, my man?
Was it just straight dex?
Athletics.
Athletics? Oh, that's vastly better.
Opposed. I'm not letting him touch me.
That is a non-natural 20.
Oh, ooh, okay.
I know, this guy's competent.
I'm not
That's a
letting him
real
touch
nice
me.
change of pace for us, honestly.
You're not letting him touch you?
No, I'm Tiamat. He's not under the right.
You're falling out a window.
I can fly. I'm Tiamat.
Is Mr.
I have to respect. You have to respect.
It's going to be a contested roll then.
Is Mr. Railroad anywhere? Railroad?
Railroad is giving up.
We got
Railroad's went back to his family.
we got 45 minutes. I hope you're like looking forward to the disappointing ending to all this.
The venue said we can run over, but I'm not sure I want to. For the sake of brevity, for the sake of speeding this up, I'll leave it to the audience. It does, rather than like doing contested rolls and all that shit, does he fall out the window? It is done.
Great roll. Eat
You
shit.
take.
Next question: does he die?
It's not that bad. That's 24 points of 24 points of falling damage.
24 points.
24,
That's
so
more than
you-
half my health.
And you land splat in the courtyard.
Could it have been worse? Could it have been, say, 31?
Why?
Just curious. If I'd failed, for
You're
example.
not.
'Cause that's your-
Oh, are you trying to kill yourself? Okay.
I'm not trying to kill myself. It happens, right?
So as you're having this conversation, like Vagon looks at you and watches this happen and just.
You'll be okay. So we got about 45 minutes till those guys leave, right?
The caravan leaves in 45 minutes. Scrape that up.
Let's go.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I just start crawling into the street.
You're still alive?
I just.
Let's go. Let's go pick up Shaka's teeth and head out.
Okay, as
She's a scratch.
As Scrit goes to, I don't know what you're doing, but as Scrit goes to save his kobold buddy, I'm gonna go get my skull back.
Okay.
Yeah, do you remember from like
Session
37
zero.
sessions ago?
Mate, no.
Before we took this to a stage.
Yeah. I found,
Sure.
For those of you who are unaware, that is everyone, I found a skull that talked, but I did not speak its language, so I gave it to a teacher at my school, and said teacher was figuring out what it said, but that was about 2 weeks ago, in game, not in real life.
And yeah, technically. Yeah, sure, for the sake of moving things along. You, like, do you go yourself?
I mean, does anybody want to come with me?
No, I'm going to go pick up
Okay,
15
me
gold.
and, me
I'm
and
gonna
the
go burn
broski-
down a village.
Me and the broski are gonna.
Right, you go scrape up this. You.
No, I'm going to go get my 15 gold. For a job well done 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so you go to the guardhouse. This is crazy. This is the most Dungeons and Dragons
I sprint
bullshit.
past Shaka, who's like fucking scraping himself along the ground.
I'm
However-
breathing fire.
We should have all.
Shaka's when you stop tripping balls. Meet us in about 35 minutes at whatever
You
game.
turned down the intensity just a little bit. Right, okay, you fucking crawl onto the street thinking your team up. You run to the guardhouse and you meet the individual that commissioned for you. You remember him. I can't remember his name. It was an NPC I made a year ago.
Money.
He just poof,
Just
puts it in your hand. See you later. You see Johnny Railroad behind him.
a skedaddle.
As you wander your way back. He scraped down the street. You and Anastasia and Elric, you wander down to the basement of the Lyceum. And you come across this kind of, medium-sized, it stands about 9 foot, kind of darkened wood door. Give it a knock. And the door opens up. As you step into it, you're standing in what kind of looks like a classroom. There are no windows. It's almost like a renovated dungeon in a real way. Kind of standard magical blackboard in the back of the room. There's this, I guess chalk would be the best way to describe it, just by itself. Just writing on the back wall. Standard wooden desks all pointed in that direction. And to the right of the blackboard is a secondary door. And inside it you can hear kind of, ow, no, what are we doing here? Banging.
Yeah, I go up to the door. Tap it.
You walk in, you hear this, gee, don't sneak up on a mat.
I'm sorry?
Do not sneak up on a mat.
Oh,
Any man. Keep that shit in mind.
It's a good rule in general, one must not sneak up on a man. What?
I'm sorry. Do you remember about 2 weeks ago I gave you a skull? It was talking.
That was you.
That was me, yes.
That was you.
That was me.
Why?
Because I wanted to know what it said. And I really wanted to annoy my DM.
I wanted to stop. And like, as you walk, you're like looking at the room, you hear this, and you walk in, there's a pillow on a box, on another pillow on another box, with like what looks like the closest thing he had to like solid metal on top of that, and you just hear this going, and he goes, please take it. And you walk in, he knocks it over, and there's this kind of old bone, I guess would be the best way to describe it. This skull with sigils kind of carved into the bone on the top.
Is it about to fight me?
No, it's just a skull.
Okay. No, it's just because the music was very dramatic. I'm about to give a Hamlet soliloquy here.
Can I get
What's
some
going
chill
on?
Rob's
music?
about to fucking fight you. He's trying to get the plot going.
Sorry, carry on.
Fudgy,
You're like,
can I
hey,
get
remember a
music
year
that's-
ago?
Picks up the skull. I am
Sorry.
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Can I get music appropriate for getting a skull from a former teacher? Do you have that?
Any chance you've got that exact thing in your library?
I think that's smooth jazz, Fudgy.
So as you take it out, you hear that the skull continues to chatter much later.
Okay, you're the one extending it now.
Man, Anastasia show is taking a fucking time. We're going to be late.
So yeah, he hands you the skull and he's like, please, leave.
Did you have a nice time with the skull?
Leave.
Okay. I'd take the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Does Elric know what language it's speaking?
What languages do you speak?
I've got Common, Elvish, Celestial, Draconic. Heavy armor's not a language. So Common, Elvish, Celestial, and Draconic.
Say that again, sorry?
Common, Elvish, Celestial, Draconic.
It's not. I mean, you can make an intelligence check if you want to try and figure out what language it is, but you wouldn't understand it.
That's a good point. I did ask this teacher to figure out what it was saying.
But it wouldn't shut the fuck up.
So, what did you figure out what it was saying? Like in English?
Yes, I did. It rambles. 13.
About anything exciting?
Anything inconsequential. It just rambles. And then you hear this. He's talking about washing clothes.
Washing clothes.
What? Washing clothes.
Washing clothes.
Mm.
Anything interesting about washing clothes? You know, maybe he has a good technique or something. You never know.
And you hear this. He said he does.
13 on
Oh.
intelligence check.
With the 13, you're kind of familiar with it in your study. It sounds like infernal.
There's something on holy from the Hells, I believe.
Is this like a gift for demonic housewives? It's just, you ask it questions about things around the house, cleaning, stuff like that.
1 part vinegar, 2 part lemon. Rub until the sudsy.
Okay,
Stays in the cupboard until you need to get hellhound.
I will
piss out the
say-
carpet.
Yeah. While you're carrying this, you have disadvantage on all stealth checks.
Yeah, mate. Just leave it. Can I wear a boot to sneak into the caravan?
You've just picked up the Bane.
You also have
from Borderlands.
5 minutes. This caravan is leaving.
do you know what? I think I might just leave it here, just for a couple of days.
As you kind of said that, he like forces it in your hand and then forces you out the door. Closes it.
Sister, shall I carry it? I'm not the stealthiest anyway. Clanking up there.
Sure. Thank you.
Add a fucked skull to inventory. Nice.
Thank you for bearing this curse.
Just put cursed skull asterisk on it.
At this point, I've summoned democracy in flamethrower form, and I'm riding it to where I think the cart is, because all I can think in my head is it needs to be burned.
Well,
Yes, we all make
as
our
you
way
start
back to the
doing
car.
that, Railroad Jones picks you up, puts you on your feet, jams a healing potion in your throat, and says, "Please, for the love of God, please."
Sitting at the caravan, just talking to them.
It just points.
I want a magic item. I just start walking after I say that. I'm heading to the cart.
You see the life almost leave Railroad Jones's face as he goes, "You know what? I'm coming with you." And then he just grabs you.
Let's fucking go.
He's like,
I
I
climb on his shoulders because his legs are bigger. It'll get me there faster.
You don't need to. It kind of like a child, because you're walking so slowly, like grabs you by the scruff and picks you up, puts you on his shoulders, grabs you, and then just runs along. Leaves in 5 fucking minutes. So
Still a little bit high.
Skirt, as you're kind of Skirt, as you're kind of at this point, assuming you're ahead of everyone, you can kind of see the people that you'd mentioned, you've seen before, rather than the white robes, kind of gathering around this caravan. They kind of gently bow their head and stand silently for a couple of minutes, and then they get onto the caravan. It's being pulled by 4 kind of pale white horses, almost pristine, and they poof.
So, my stealth is banging. But do I just join the cult? Because I wouldn't even be lying. Pretty down with a nothing.
Do you want to?
I'm a bit conflicted. I'll hold off on it. I'll wait for the rest of these chuckle fucks to catch up 5 minutes after it's left. And then I'll point in the general direction that we should be following.
Okay. You guys at this point haven't got a caravan, horses, or
Motherfuckers, we
anything?
said 45 minutes.
You would follow them in foot?
We don't have,
I mean,
we don't have
they're only going to be
We
going at
haven't
a
even
trot.
arrived yet.
For the sake of brevity, that happens.
Oh,
I see Elric come clanking along,
Well, I mean,
clanking with a...
Did her father arrange it? I mean,
skull.
if he wants us to follow a carriage, I'd assume he would have arranged the carriage for us.
Yeah, but like you kind of assume your child can book its own taxi when it's 30.
Again, it can.
Yeah, but my father still doesn't trust me, so why would he,
the entire encounter with him we just had was how proud he is of you and how independent you
but
should be.
proud and trusting me are 2 very different things.
He's literally trusting you with the fate of the world.
Which is a really stupid thing to do.
I don't know how you guys are getting there, but I'm just going to ride this railroad all the way there. I'm taking the train. He's running for the streets. I'm like, chugga, 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 chugga.
You got any space up there?
As you're standing there considering whether your father loves you or not, you see this. He stands about 5'6". He's not massive. Kind of an average looking, short hair, a little bit scruffy, a little bit, he's getting sweaty from carrying the running around after yous all fucking day, to be honest. And you watch him, taxi, and then he runs to the local carriage dealership. Furrier? What's the name of the place? Doesn't matter.
Follow that wagon.
Enterprise.
He goes to the high fantasy Uber. Railroad is a carriage, 4 horses, jumps in the front, grabs the reins, because he knows if he doesn't, you might jump out another fucking window. Everybody on?
I'm already on.
I'm assuming he just threw me in the back when
Yeah.
he got there.
Put you in a fucking child seat. Can you do the belt? I'll do the belt, is it?
Did I heal back to full from that potion? Or?
Sure.
You always get to ask.
Okay, so we all get on.
Because he would have
Sure.
kept giving you them until you were full. He has tap now though.
I'm in the back with a colouring book and a juice box.
So all of you fucking huddle into this thing and start following this carriage filled with the unknown, these individuals. What would you like to do? And I say that terrified.
Follow the carriage, I guess.
How fast are they moving?
They're moving moderately quick. Like it doesn't say it's not a leisurely pace. So like they only took off 5 minutes ahead of you, but you get the impression that wherever they're trying to get, they want to get there now.
I'm finishing my word search on the other side.
Fuck's sake.
He gave it to me, it'd be rude not to finish.
The Dragon Queen wants a Capri Sun. What would you like?
I'm fucking toiling here, I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, you grab the reins, and you kind of start gaining a little bit. The road itself, you were told that they were going to another city, but the road that they're kind of following, as far as you guys know, really lead anywhere. It's just dilapidated at this point.
Railroad, slow down, slow down. We don't want them to fucking see us.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
Yes.
I thought we were trying to follow them without being seen.
I thought we were going to ingratiate ourselves.
Is that why you've got that thing in your pocket that won't shut the fuck up?
Put the next picture up, budget.
After all these years, you're still so, you know.
Yes, sister.
Do you want
yes.
me to shoot the
Small.
wheel off?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe. I just start loading.
Just have it ready.
Okay, so we're
Pull out a
following
mini
this,
telescope.
this
like
carriage.
a shot.
As you're following it, they seem to speed up. Like you're kind of losing pace with them at this point. After a couple.
Railroad,
of
speed the fuck up!
I'm going to do an animal handling check for railroad.
How good is it? It must be good, right?
What do you, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, what kind of a plus does railroad have on his animal handling?
25.
He's an incredibly
Sorry?
reliable guy.
9? 9, okay, 9.
This guy's fantastic.
Fucking hell.
This guy is part horse. It's a 9 plus 9, so with an 18 he's like, I got you. His accent changes suddenly, he becomes South American.
Does he have a NOS button?
Got a eject button. Yeah, so the horses, you kind of start to gain on them a little bit. But even with that, you're not quite sure exactly what's driving them, but they still seem to be outpacing you. And after a bit of rough riding, your horses start to tire, and they kind of disappear into the distance.
Before they get out of range, do we want me to shoot the town?
Well, before we get out of range, I was going to make like...
Fireball?
Well, I was going to do like an Arcana check to see if I can... Or some sort of check to see if I can see what's like... Make them...
Yeah, words, yeah.
fast. Yeah, I'm sorry.
2 stripes going from the front to the back.
Maserati?
Thank you.
Painted
faster,
it red.
Is there any points in it? I don't know.
You can make an Arcana check if you want to try and ascertain why they would be going quicker.
Yeah.
At this time, I would... Do I want to stand toward the wheel?
I'm not sure. I thought this is meant to be a stealth mission.
Stealth is in the eye of the beholder.
25.
25?
25.
What did you get on the die?
19.
I'll be goddamn. For the 25, it's probably magic.
Cheers. Anastasia, I'm not gonna lie.
Can I tell, like...
For the 25, even with the 25, like, it's difficult to ascertain anything beyond they just have faster, stronger horses than you've been given. Like the specialized, like
steroids.
you can't like you can't think of a method that they would, unless they've used some kind of arcane method of giving the horses additional endurance or something like that, or perhaps some kind of a potion.
Some sort of alchemical
Okay,
substance.
now
that-
fireball.
Yeah, like some kind
They're
of
really
alchemy.
just... Let's just keep fucking going. Makes you think you're Tiamat.
Yeah,
I would like to prepare my Force Ballista Democracy and just aim for the wheel.
You want to prepare that?
Are we?
So
are
at
we-
this point,
are we
like,
popping
you
off?
can't see them anymore. They're now.
I'm going to take an educated guess and fire.
So like the road itself, albeit this one up here seems relatively straight, there are twists and bends, and it moves around these kind of juts of stone. You want to just make an attack roll?
I'm an engineer. I can math this.
That might be the most bullshit thing you've said so
I have an
far.
intelligence of 15. I am a smart boy. I know he
That's
doesn't seem like it.
I will remind you, you still think you're Tiamat. Would Tiamat do that?
So I should be flying to them and breathing fire?
But would Tiamat?
Nobody runs away from Tiamat.
would-
The old
I was gonna say, would
legend
she
of when
concern herself
Tiamat
with
pulled
the-
out a fucking 6-shooter and just started putting holes in guns.
Tiamat went full hobo with a shotgun. you want to take a shot?
I'll take a shot.
Make an attack roll.
I'll like to make 2 shots. I want to make a shot with my shotgun and an independent shot with
Okay.
my cannon.
Cool. Make your attack roll. What?
I think if he rolls a 1.
For it is written, so
like
it
this
shall
guy.
be.
What's the person who's been trying to kill me this whole game just say?
Oh yeah, how many hit points are you on?
Come up here, my
You
man.
got killed up
Max
to full
now.
by,
Oh, you got
by
killed.
Railroad Jones.
Roll this d20. Anything above 12, he shoots himself. 3. 3.
Oh, now fire.
That was tense.
Okay, so the green one will be me,
So
the orange one will
you
be
made
my
the check
force
not to
blaster.
shoot yourself.
What an accomplishment. What a fucking accomplishment. Oh, just shite.
That is a 10 with my gun and 15 with the force ballista.
Okay, so with the 10, you whip your shotgun out. Just disappears into the air. Your force ballista. And it just blasts hot iron into nothing because you can't fucking see it.
Thank you, Railroad Jones. Very cool.
You see that? I killed some.
Alright, what's the plan? You guys have like magic, right? You got anything that can like track a thing?
Yeah, let's, I don't know.
That doesn't answer my question at all. Do you or do you not?
If we were going to be stealthy, I'd rather think that plan is in tatters, don't you?
Unfortunately, we're all about to be killed by the landslide I just caused.
It is just one road. Albeit there's twists and turns in and out of these kind of canyons and jutting rock and stuff like that. It is just one road.
I'm just going to sit down for a while.
Certainly.
Can we like try and get to? I guess it's like as you say, it's like sort of shifting in topography. If we can get to like a high point, can we maybe have like a survey of the area to see if we spot them further down the trail?
You want to stop and get out and claim something?
Fucking aye.
Sure.
I vote we just stay on the track and we'll catch up with them eventually.
I'll take like 1,200 damage.
Make
100
a survival check.
So, oh mate, my best. Survival, you say?
Survival.
7.
With a 7,
Plus two.
they're probably on this road somewhere.
Let's go that way. It's the
So
only way
you
the road
continue.
goes.
An hour passes. Second hour passes. Third hour passes.
I think we should go home.
You continue along this road. It's reached to the point. It's now night. The sun is passed. The road itself is lit exclusively by moonlight. You get that kind of sinking feeling of in a sitar. As you've went into the Orient. This is nice.
Let's go now.
Can you put on something menacing, please? There we go. The road is lit with moonlight. And you kind of move from these kind of canyons and plains into heavy forest. So the only light that you're being supplied with is the kind of the faint light that breaks the canopy of the trees. These colossal ancient trees. The trunk of which is probably 10 foot thick. These things are massive and ancient. And you're moving through this road that's not used with any great frequency. Although it is, now that you're approaching it, obvious that someone else has been on this road, even with the sign.
Nice.
So as you're moving through, does anyone else want to make a survival check?
Please.
Yeah, I'll make one.
I'll give it a go.
Survival.
Which one's survival?
That's what I
A non-natural 20 for me.
With a non-natural 20, as you've kind of slowed down at this point, your horses are getting tired to the point of exhaustion, like you need to break. And Elric is sitting up front with Railroad Jones. And you suddenly put your hand on his chest and go, whoa, stop! And you look down and you point at the road. And there's a very obvious, to you anyway, very obvious to you, kind of like break between road used and road unused, I guess.
I say railroad. There's something afoot here.
You know, Elric, I think you might be right.
Others. Is this the dearest servants? Up, out.
Fucking
You
snap
dare
that guy.
command Tiamat?
You,
That's the longest high.
yeah. What was it? 4 hours?
Oh,
that
yeah,
thing
it was
lasted.
4 hours.
Yeah.
It must
4
be
hours.
up now.
It's over now.
No, he just thinks that now. He's leaned into it so
Hey.
people don't think he's crazy.
My man.
No, we all think and know he's crazy.
Servants up. Servants.
I'm gonna stab that guy.
How about you just be a bit nicer? You know,
I'm-
but I know you're not used to it, but just
I'm a
treat them like they're, you know,
Like training the
normal-
crossbow in his
normal looking.
eyes.
Treat them like
Well,
they're
while they're
normal.
arguing,
I
let me
am
quickly
a-
open that box that I stole.
I am a fucking delight.
You open the box.
Oh, he's opening the box. Okay, great.
So you're kind of standing there. They're arguing. At this point, Railroad Jones has got out of the carriage.
He's
And
tracking
he's like-
them into the woods.
He's got out of the carriage and like taken 3 steps, and he's like pulled a bunch of branches and bushes off a carriage, and he's just went. And then he's taken that same hand and then pointed at the ground at like 5 or 6 sets of footsteps and went.
I'm right behind you. I'm walking off while I open it.
You open it, so as you're walking, you're like the moonlight's kind of blasting through the canopy. I think you could dark vision anyway, so it doesn't matter. You open the case, and inside's a small kind of leather pouch. You open it, and within it, you see what looks like 3/4 of a deck of cards.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Just a quick behind-the-scenes question. Does my character know about this item's existence?
Do it, Jack. Make me an Arcana check.
I've not rolled above 10 this whole session.
Oh, there you go.
14.
With a 14. With a 14.
This is very bad for my power-hungry kleptomaniac.
This is very bad for Railroad Jones.
Railroad Jones feels a cold shiver run down his spine, and he's not sure exactly where or what has happened. So you're looking at the deck of cards, and with a 14 or Arcana, you can kind of feel a strong magical hum from it. But as to what it is, like you're not sure. You know that there are different types of magical decks throughout the realm.
This was the last character that should have picked this up.
Yes, you would know that there are magical decks throughout the realm, but you're not sure.
Last time he had a magical thing, it was a soul coin, and he tried to turn it into a gun. As I'm stepping out of the car, I just go, guys, it's magic cards.
Did we deliver? Did you draw a single?
I draw a single card. 'cause
Oh,
I'm curious.
beautiful.
Draws a single card.
Well, I only need one. I don't want to like.
Yeah, why would you pull out multiple?
Does pulling the whole deck out of the pouch count as drawing the whole deck? Because realistically, if you're looking at something in a pouch, you pull the whole thing out the pouch. I might have just killed all of us. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for you, Rich, because you came play D&D, and I'm stopping that, and I apologise.
This is
That's
more than
shit,
I
man.
imagined. This is.
Does pulling the whole deck out the pouch
No, so-
draw the whole deck?
So
I'd like to apologise in advance because I'm drawing one of those cards.
So those of you that know what the deck of what this might be. yeah. So they are kind of like tarot card size. I didn't bring them with me. So I mean, if you take the leather pouch with the cards in it out of the box,
I'm doing that.
and then you want to take the entire what remains of the deck.
I'll take. That's just how you look at things, so I can't not. I'll take the whole deck out of the pouch.
So you, as you reach in to grab it, there's almost like a rigidity when you try and pull it, and it sends almost a shiver of unease down your spine. Because you kind of feel and know that you need to specify the amount of cards that you pull out of this object.
Skirt, give me a number between 1 and 5.
Oh. 5.
Okay.
I'm standing over there. I'm standing over there with Railroad Jones, looking at the trail. Like, yeah, that's just going there. What? Oh, 5.
I pull out 5 cards.
I rolled a d10 divided it by 2.
Railroad
I'm sorry.
Jones is self-combusted.
I rolled a d10 divided by 2. Not my bad.
He's just looking like a tomato now because he's so red with anger.
He turns around, realizes what I've done, and goes, no.
That's slow. Yeah, this could go well.
Yeah, I could
This
become
could
a
go well.
god here.
Yeah.
No, 1.
It's gonna be 4 fucking bangers, and then you die. On the last gen. The last gen is gonna kill
I'm
you.
going to level up. I'm going to get so much
Yep.
wealth and magic.
3
items.
wishes.
Then I'm going to get 3 wishes. Then I'm going to lose everything, and a demon's going to show up and kill me.
Right, hold on.
I would like to point out, technically, this isn't Boom's fault.
This one's on you, Rob. You could have said anything was in there.
That is so true.
You could have been like, it has 3
Pudgy,
gold coins.
can I'm gonna, let's do this in front of everybody.
Somebody bring us a deck of cards.
Alison, is your like Instagram set up or WhatsApp set up on your laptop? If I send you a link, can you open it?
Yes, I can. If I get out, hang on.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing while he's doing
I
this?
shout 5, and then I look back at the trail and go, oh yeah, that's going down there.
So as you're
Brilliant.
progressing along the trail, the
Never thought of you that.
yeah, I sent you a link on WhatsApp.
I never thought he'd put this here.
I didn't think you would take it.
Come on now.
Meanwhile,
I'm going to be
Eleric's
honest.
just-
One of us was taking that box.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was saying, meanwhile, Eleric's doing his best to be a competent, heroic hero, and like sort of following the trail, looking at the clues, sort of investigating this thing, going, ooh, maybe they're this way. Meanwhile, this shit show is happening.
Well, just saying, like,
So,
thank God Railroad's here because he's really good.
Elric,
At this.
you
Yeah,
picked
one
the
guy,
wrong
yeah.
party. Right? 13. It's half a deck. Right, hold on.
Oh, look at the production
nice.
value. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, put it on the screen. Oh, sorry, pal. I didn't expect
God,
to
I
be doing
can't
this so soon. Does everybody know what the deck of many things is? Okay.
People that shall I duck or move out of the way? Can you guys see behind me?
Right. Do we have a clicker?
Estimate how
Flames.
Oh, that's not a good
That's
one.
not a good start.
Scroll down. View magical effect.
Bitch.
Ah. No.
we're
He
getting
pulled it.
flamed.
He has to deal with it. Right, hold on. I'm going to go back and
Yeah,
figure out
yes,
what
Google
flames does. So as you're continuing along this path, you come to the Elric. You come to the ruins of what looks like a kind of an ancient Gothic castle. It looks like it's suffered massive destruction at some point in its being. It's a strange place in that you're not familiar with it, despite only living.
You're doing your best, mate.
I'm doing my best,
You're
mate.
doing your absolute best.
See, Tip.
You know, with the cards you've been dealt,
Hey,
you're
See,
doing pretty well.
I see the cards that have been dealt. This might be the death of them.
Yeah, almost certainly. What the fuck was that?
Flames, I can't remember what it does, but I'm pretty sure it is one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's
Sick.
like I drew all 5 at the same time, so all attacks will be simultaneous.
Yep. Draw the next one. Click on it.
Void.
Is that void? Oh, Jesus Christ.
That
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
just do it in
Jesus.
front of everybody.
What the fuck?
the player's
Oh, it
soul.
just skips to them.
The player's soul becomes forcibly drawn from their body and confined to an object of the GM's choice.
am I a sentient gun now?
Of the GM's choice.
I know.
Right.
I'm just putting that in his mind because
Next
that's
one.
I don't think you're going to love that one.
You drew
No.
5.
I need a wish spell to get out of that, by the way.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Do I just press it?
Yeah, just press it. Flames.
Key.
Key, what is
That's a
key?
better one.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to
Just next
combust
one?
into a pile of magic.
Yeah,
items.
view,
That's
view
free.
magical effect and ritual.
Yeah,
ritual
I'll
narrator.
shell it out. Where's key?
Up top.
A magic weapon that the player is proficient with appears in their hand. The GM selects a weapon whose rarity level is rare or higher.
Oh wow.
Am I a Kimbo shotguns now?
Well, you would
You could have been.
Yeah, I could have.
Right, that's 3.
That's
Yep.
3.
2 more.
Fucked it.
Key again. Like
I
key,
don't think
key.
you can draw
Yeah, you
Next
can't draw
one?
it twice. Next one.
Moon.
Moon. The moon, I think, is a wish spell actually. If memory serves. Do the effect.
Hang on. Sorry.
You control the mouse, man. Let's
I
see how
was-
you get lost in.
Moon.
Up top.
The player receives a magical boon that allows them to cast the wish spell 1d3 times.
Alas.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Robin's lovely universe that you've spent so long making.
One more.
Does anyone want to roll this?
I am become Death, Destroyer of
There's a
Sure.
man
Worlds.
over there.
Roll me a d4 to see how many wish spells he
Alice,
gets.
we've still got one more.
What would it be, a D6? Like one,
Yeah,
one, two is
one more.
one.
No,
two,
just
three
d4,
is-
d4 minus 1.
Okay, D4 minus 1.
Would you like to roll it, my man?
You've been trying to kill me this whole night, you may as well.
It's finished. Yeah, just roll the d4.
Right, while you're doing that, last card.
Last card.
Moon again.
2. So 2 minus 1, you get 1 wish
That
spell.
doesn't look good.
A really. I don't
was
know
that
what
one?
that
That's
says.
a bit
I
hot.
got one wish spell.
A curse befalls the player, causing them to take perpetual
Maybe just
-2
die, mate. Maybe just
penalty
like these.
on all saving throws. Only a god or the magic of the fates card can remove the curse.
Oh, mother.
Is that 4 or 5?
That's
that was
5. That was
Yeah.
5.
That's 5.
Okay, so in the order with which you've drawn them.
You sure I can't get the wish first?
Nope, not a chance. Nope. Nope.
Well, they all happen simultaneously. Just tell me when I get my wish.
So the Flames card. Flames, a powerful devil becomes your enemy. The devil
That's topical because we just came from hell.
the devil seeks your ruin and plagues your life, savoring your suffering before attempting to slay you. This enmity lasts until either you or the devil dies.
Satan's just chilling. He's just like, fuck that guy.
So you're kind of, you draw your first card, flames, and then the card bursts and just dissipates in your hand and falls off into
Pulling
the
them all
moonlight.
5 at the time and then fanning them.
Okay, the first one disappears, and
I didn't need that
somewhere
one anyway.
somewhere in the hells a pit fiend stands up. That motherfucker thinks he's Tiamat. And etches your name into his blade. Next. What was the next card?
That was a trap in a box one. That was a trap in a.
Oh yes,
the void.
yes.
Void.
So the void, yes. So
Don't write them down.
Why the fuck would you write him down? He's dead.
yeah. So
Not dead. My soul is not with me anymore.
to everybody around Boomstick. So as Elric is walking and pursuing and making an attempt, and you discover the ruins of this dilapidated castle, and you're like, oh wow, this is.
There you go, there's the description. Put the book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so installed for your body, containing an object in the place of the DM's choice. One or more powerful beings guard this place. While your soul is trapped in your way, your body is incapacitated. A wish spell cannot restore your soul.
That's not what I was going to use the wish for.
But the spell reveals the location of the object that holds it. You draw no more cards. Okay. My apologies. We should have stopped at this.
Oh, we didn't though.
We did not. It's a shame. So, everyone so Skirt, you turn around, you go 5, and then you watch as he pulls 4 things out of deck, and you watch as all 5 of them just and disappear. And then your friend who you've been with your entire life. You've saved his life countless times. He's saved you countless times. Just being with each other has saved your sanity, saved your loneliness.
That motherfucker's kept me alive.
He's kept you.
That son of a
Turn around.
bitch.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Skirt. I just lock eyes with you. Reach out for him up in the car.
Crumbles like a sack of ties.
Falls to one knee. So describe. You described to me. So you turn around and you see the colour start to disappear from. Like,
I don't have any colour in my
Where does he
eyes
feel?
or my face.
Your soul. I don't know. Your ethereal colour. Leave me alone. Describe to me how you fall, your last moments on this plane.
Again, as I said, I turn around to Skirt. I don't feel so good, Mr. Skirt. And I put my hand up to reach for, frankly, my only friend in the world. Sorry, Anastasia. We've only known each other for a week. We're really
It's
just
fine,
acquaintances.
it's fine. No one likes me anyway, so don't worry about it.
He liked you. He just didn't know you that well. It's just as that happens, it's just the soul drains from him.
Shaka, what's wrong?
As he moves forward, he just falls to his knees and then on his face, lying in the dirt, holding the gun.
Shaka, did you take more drugs? Shaka,
No response.
give him a little nudge.
You kicking my corpse?
I assume he's fucking
Just
around.
abusing his
Shaka,
corpse.
Not technically a corpse.
No response.
turn him over.
Seems to be breathing.
Shaka.
No response. And next to him lies an open wooden box and a small leather pouch that you see.
Oh, please don't take it.
Shaka, what the fuck were you doing with these cards?
No.
As your last words echo in your head, 5.
I will, with restraint,
How many
simply
did you
go, what's up with these cards? And draw one.
bring it back up? If
Since
you-
we drew my other cards, do they count?
That's a good question.
no, it's after void. They're void. You don't have more cards.
So the wishes are still in the game.
The wish is still there. The key is
Son
still
of a
there.
bitch. And we can't bring him back.
While they're
Bobby.
doing that, ladies and gentlemen, where in this realm would his soul be stored and in what? And
Isn't it guarded by? It's guarded by a
So-
powerful thing, isn't it?
oh, sorry, a pair of nickels. So we need some powerful being that also would
Like
be
a-
protecting it.
Like a pit fiend or something.
Currently, it's a race because my soul's out there. A pit fiend is now searching for it, and you guys need to find it first
We're gonna-
if you can even
We're
consider
going to
it.
team up with a pit fiend.
I think the soul's in the skull. Well, the skull's a protector. Your dread skull.
The skull that's in the back of the pack one.
And I think technically, you should reset the deck because 3 of those cards are back in.
No, it
yeah,
doesn't.
reset the deck.
You know?
Reset.
I think we should ask the audience if I get my other cards. I want to know if I get my wish.
No.
I'm afraid you don't draw any more cards.
That was a very mixed response, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone
Come on,
that thinks
you
he should
son
get
of a
his
bitch.
wish
Right, one
before his
card.
soul is ripped out his body. Give me a yes.
Fucking go.
There you go, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, did that fucking guy just take my wish off of me? I don't have it, but I'm telling you, it's due. If that comes up with the moon, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Drum roll.
Void!
Oh!
Wait, magical effect?
Yeah, that would be.
-2 to saving throws, let's fucking go!
A curse befalls the player, causing them to take perpetual -2 penalty on all saving
We're
throws.
so back, Rob.
I like to.
Only a god or the magic of the fates can remove the
I've
curse.
never been closer to death in my life.
Doesn't
I
mention
like to
that.
think this wasn't the card, it's the emotional distress
Yeah.
that happened to him.
So,
Some of these cards.
sorry, continue, Elric.
That's it.
That's
Oh, is that
that's
it?
a short one, yeah.
-2 to all saving throws.
Yep. And
That's-
it doesn't mention death there, so even if you die, your corpse still has minus
Still
2.
has minus 2.
Yeah.
Hang on,
So,
is,
yeah.
that -2 for the rest of your existence?
Yeah.
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 We'll
Permanent.
have to see it.
Write it down.
With any luck, short existence.
Imagine being
Right.
reincarnated
So
as
you-
the world's worst zombie.
Is anyone else going to touch these cards?
I might draw another one.
I will say that no one else has seen them, and I'm regretting this.
I will.
Only now.
I will pocket the cards.
Railroad Jones is having a fucking panic attack. So you draw one card, and it
Weird.
disappears, and you feel this just piercing pain in the center of your skull, just at the point where you can't reach. Your vision goes dull, your body feels weak and fatigued, and you kind of fall to one knee. Ugh. And you look at the kind of still body of your close and personal friend, and you wonder why, after watching him pull cards, you decided to do it also.
I think I understand now. These cards, the more you draw, the faster you die. I'll keep those for later.
So yeah, you pocket the remaining deck.
And
I'll write
Alaric
down.
looks back to the others, looks at the cards and goes, gambling. It's for the
How common.
it's for the weak-willed.
So lower class.
Hey, guys, quick question. Is Shaka dead?
Oh shit, Shaka!
It's been an honour. It's been an honour. Looking forward to- So what's that new guy look like?
So
His
guys,
character sheet is right here.
Alaric runs across and does spare the dying.
Oh.
Straight away, which will have no useful effect as the.
yeah, he's not dead.
like alive.
So you run
Wait,
over.
so is he still alive just with no soul?
Yes, yeah. So as far as you can tell, he's alive. He just
comatose.
isn't waking up. He's comatose.
Okay.
He's in a coma.
Shall we, pick him up and drag him by his feet?
Yeah.
Put him
So
on your back.
Sure, yeah.
so Railroad Jones is standing like at the mouth of this ancient castle that's dilapidated, being, please, please,
Right, I pick.
Alright, you know what? Maybe
I pick up.
literal path.
maybe we leave him on the carriage and we'll get him on the
I
way
was going
back.
to say,
in.
I know I'm a spirit from beyond, but do you really want to take my catatonic body with you?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
what's happening
Let's
here.
leave him on the carriage.
Let's leave it. Oh, okay, leave him on the carriage.
We'll be back, Shaka.
Guys, we were planning to finish up at 5:30. You guys want to go on for another 5-10 minutes and wrap up this bit of the story? You guys okay with that?
Let's see what's
You
actually
okay
at the
with
end of
that?
this path.
Alaric takes him off his shoulders. That's a short-lived idea. Chucks him into the back of the coach again.
Okay, so you take his corpse.
Kindly, mostly kindly,
The horses kind of
mostly.
shimmy a little bit as he lies in there. His shotgun, by the way, is still lying by his body, or where his body was.
Well, would have had a strap on it, so it's kind of whipping.
I suppose,
Unless
yeah,
it fell off.
if it's strapped on, it'll be dragging behind you, I guess.
Mark
What would
off
you
my
like
own,
to
my
do?
friend.
I'd like to follow Railroad Jones. I'm not
Yeah,
shocked.
let's
Railroad
go.
Jones thinks that's a fucking great idea.
I would have liked to wish myself to be the most powerful god of destruction in existence.
Trapped in a
but
little.
Yeah, I would have fucked you up so much. you would have been the most powerful god in existence on a plane where only you exist. I'm fucking quick with it. The most powerful god in existence, but you're also like a rock or something. I don't know.
Let's go murder a bunch of innocent people that like to help others.
Finally, one of them talks sense.
Very passionate.
So you're wandering through the ruins of this castle. Can I have a perception check from everybody, please, while I'm describing this?
You want mine?
Go for it, mate.
You want mine?
Yeah, make your perception check. Can you skip to the next image, please?
This will be the only 20 I get.
21.
Oh shit, there we go.
10.
21, 10, With it-
26.
26. Wow.
26.
13.
I should be shut up.
Okay, so with a 10, your consciousness, you remember drawing cards. You remember looking at them and then blank, nothing. And as you kind of attempt to open your eyes, everything is dark. You feel cold, still. You have no idea where you are, what's happening. You just feel lost, trapped. That's what you find with the 10. With the 26. With the 26, as you're walking through the ruins of this castle, the kind of darkened grey stone, you can kind of make out where used to be rooms and where used to be stairwells. Everything's very much on kind of one plane, so to speak. Outside of the occasional dilapidated archway. As you're going through, and you kind of past the foliage, at this point it's almost been consumed by nature. There are vines and things kind of pulling this castle into the earth. You see off in the distance, it looks like a figure, kind of behind one of the kind of concrete mounds, which is the remains of a portion of a castle wall, kind of like moving and kind of juddering. It doesn't seem to be aggressive in any way, it's just kind of there, just kind of moving around. As you move through, past that, you can kind of see this, it looks like a bird, and it lands on one of the archways as you pass it, and as you're looking at it, you notice that it's skeletal. There's no flesh or feathers, it's just this kind of small skeletal bird looking thing, and it kind of looks at you, like cracks its beak. As you pass that, you enter into what would have been a grand hall from when this once was a castle. And as you step into the grand hall, you're stepping over like skeletons and zombies, all destroyed. The remains of the remains. Pieces and parts of them scattered all over the place. There's scorch marks on the walls. You can see some places are frozen, where it looks like they've been smashed with magical ice. At the very back of the room where would have been a throne is what looks like a split in reality. This colossal swirling pool of arcane energy. And this kind of pinkish, purplish, it looks like a whirlpool almost. And you can kind of feel this almost like sucking motion as it's pulling you towards it.
Yeah.
Can't say anything. Can't say anything. This pulling motion. I can't. You feel like it's.
We're being drawn in.
Yes. Yeah. It's trying to pull you off.
Are they being
You
jerked
done that.
towards the portal?
The pull, like it's not to the point where it's like, oh, it's going to take me. It's just like it's pulling you in.
Just jerking them forward a little bit?
It's just edging you forward.
It's just tugging them a bit.
It's just edging you.
Man,
It's trying to tug.
Shaka would have loved to throw some explosive in this thing.
So as the closer you get to it, this grand hall is about 50 feet long, and there is an unholy amount of skeletal remains. And as you get closer to the portal, you can see one colossal skeleton. It looks like the remains of an ancient dragon. There's no flesh or scales. It's just, I guess, what remains. Just skeletons, and it looks blown apart, like it's been attacked by something and destroyed, in course. That's what you see as you move through. What would you like to do?
What do you think we should do, Railroad Jones?
Railroad Jones. He's just,
I'm personally thinking we go into the really dangerous looking spiral thing.
he's like, his accent's changed now because of the horses. I don't know, man. A cowboy hat has manifested upon him. Shit,
He's got a Stetson on.
he's chewing on wheat. I don't know. Well, we got birds made of skeletal birds. We got whatever that is over there rummaging. That's peculiar. And then we got this swirling pool of death. So, I don't know about you, and I also don't know what killed all these things. I am definitely not capable of killing whatever that was. That makes me nervous. I feel nervous, Skirt.
I think we definitely go where he feels nervous. That
So,
sounds like fun.
as far as I see, we got a few options.
like we only got one. That's right there.
Come on, spell it out for us.
Yeah.
We only got a few options here, guys. We can either live life.
Yeah.
We can either live life as champion, or we can go home, get into our warm bed, and die, coward. What's it gonna be, skirt?
Why the fuck is it me? Oh, 'cause I'm the only one talking.
When did Railroad Jones become like coach in a locker room? Jones?
They had us in the first half.
When did they become inspirational speaker Jones?
Way I see it, we can either see whatever that thing was, or we can ignore whatever that thing is, jump straight in here, and fuck whatever's in there.
I have an idea. I'll pick up one of the bones and like jam it into the portal.
As you grab the bones and try to step towards the portal, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, sick! I've got -2 on those.
You still get your decks as well, then?
Yeah, like, I've got decent decks, but it could be better.
No, it's just a +1 then.
Oh, so that's a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
With a 9, you grab the bone and try to step out. Now, this portal isn't small. It's just about 13 feet in diameter.
Don't worry, I'm going to find out if this thing's dangerous. I was going to put it in and then pull it out and see if there was a bone left. But
Okay. With a, what did you roll again, sorry?
A 9.
9, with a 9.
Single
You
digit.
step in, you try to put the bone in, and as you gingerly approach, and you are pulled into the swirling vortex of energy, and everyone else that's around him just sees Skirt, who was there, disappear.
I should have done more cards!
Guys, we were on the material plane for like 4 hours.
we got less than a day back on like home planet.
It's fine, I got my skull back, so I'm all good.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was suggesting that we move forward and be champions, I didn't know that was gonna do that. I had no idea.
So we all see this happening, aye?
Yeah,
Well,
you're all there.
we
Apart
see
from
this
the
happening.
corpse of.
Aye.
What would you like to do, Anastasia and Elric?
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and be like, well, that was weird.
I know. I mean, we could just go home. I like the way that one was speaking, what we were just saying, but actually, I mean, if I disappoint Father one more time...
My word, I forgot about him. He hugged me. I don't know if I actually want to do this if he'll keep hugging me.
I think there's only one thing for it. Into the portal.
After you, dear brother.
Together.
As you guys grab hands and jump in with the lower class, you step towards the portal and whoop, or disappear as well, and you end up in a beautiful garden.
Nothing's wrong, everything's really
And
nice.
Shaka was there.
Railroad Jones is still kind of standing there looking at the swirling, being like, and the mound that was kind of moving behind the castle, like, kind of rattles up behind him. And as this is more for the audience than you guys do jump down. Railroad Jones turns round to see what it was, and there's a full skeleton that looks pristine, untouched, unbroken. Railroad Jones turns to it and goes, and the skeleton looks at him and, that was a terrible idea. They are almost certainly going to die.
Fucking Inigo Montoya.
You look like my father. He draws a cutlass. No. Have fun. And then Railroad Jones jumps in behind you because I'm
What a
worried you
loyal man.
Hey, so shall be. Poof. So as you kind of just this horrible, it's difficult to avoid the word sucking when there's portals involved. You get this horrible sinking feeling as you feel your body contorted and twist as you're like being pulled through this kind of this vortex of arcane energy. You find yourself once again falling to your knees, and as you stand up and look around, you're immediately met with this sense of kind of almost weightlessness in a very real way. The air feels still. You can breathe it, but there's an increased element of challenge in doing so. And as you're looking around, you kind of see what looks like an extension of the destructed castle, and a similar kind of green foliage that's trying to consume it. But as you look around, you can see galaxies, stars. You look to your right, you look to your left, and as far as your eyes can cast is just space.
My God, it's full of stars.
You walk around and you notice that the kind of the platform that you're standing on has an edge. And as you look over the edge again, it's just oblivion. It's kind of hauntingly beautiful as kind of these stars past you, and you see these kind of like almost vortexes that make up galaxies of the astral plane, just pinkishes, yellows, reds. It's stunning and peaceful, silent, nothing like it. And as you turn to look towards the center of this kind of floating pedestal, and you can see creatures and things like almost like passing by. Nothing like anything you've ever seen. You kind of feel almost at ease, almost protected. So you walk to the kind of center of these ruins, and there's what looks like a kind of obsidian pedestal, almost cylindrical, like an obelisk kind of thing. I love an obelisk. This kind of shiny black stone, but it's cracked, it's broken, it's split in two. One half of it lies to the side, while the rest of it remains embedded in the ground. There's nothing else here, as far as you can see. Make me a perception check before we wrap this game up.
This is when we rolled all shit. 19?
19.
11.
I may as well. I rolled a 5.
That's one of the rolls. Oh, your body's going to just deteriorate now. There's nobody to look after them. It's
She's
just
a fucking
lying in the
sick.
back of a carriage.
So, sorry, was it 5, 11,
8.
8?
19.
19. With the
It's not
19,
one
you're
you'd say.
walking around and you see this cracked obelisk in the center of the room. And you're looking at the ground around it. And you can see what looks like is parts of symbols. Maybe an arcana check. So perception to see it, arcana to understand it.
19.
19,
What is it?
24.
24.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. 18.
There's a mark.
No,
With a
it's
24,
check.
assuming he shows you what it is, with a 24, you're looking at the symbols that are around this obelisk. You can only make out about 5 of them. You're not sure how many there were, but a lot of them have either fell to the test of time, or they've been destroyed, or purposely so, or otherwise. But looking at the symbols, the 5 that you can see with the 24 in Arcana, you know that those correspond to planes of existence, the magical symbols of that. So you can make out one for the plane of earth, the plane of fire. You can make out one for the Fae. Yeah?
Yeah.
Up to date. So fire, water, Fae. There's one for the material plane. And you can see one for the astral plane.
I mean, that's 6.
AstroTurf, like football?
The astral
Astro
plane.
what?
Astral turf? Ah, yeah.
The astro.
It's a real plane trying to get a game of 5s when there's a fucking
No, but that's what you said. Astro.
astral.
Oh, L.
The astral plane.
I said it's another one with terrible diction.
Bitchiness of this man.
I mean, that's 6, by the way. I've got earth, fire, Feywild, water, material, and astral.
Oh, I gave you one too many.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 then, sure.
Okay.
You
Uncover
make
the
out a
last
6th hidden one because I gave you too much information because I can't count. That's what you see. So as you're looking through these, you kind of hear the voice of Railroad Jones. Man, that's some mighty fine scripture right there. Where am I?
Who the fuck? Oh, hey.
Howdy. So and you have this kind of gentle conversation, and while you're doing it, from behind one of the ruins steps an individual in white robes, similar to what you've seen before.
Great. Does this person say anything?
Now you watch as he kind of pulls down the hood that he's wearing. You can.
Henry Cavill.
Is it Henry Cavill? You pull down the. You see as he pulls down the hood. I'll just delete what I wrote. You see a.
You done it, mate.
You see a chin like you wouldn't believe. Piercing blue eyes, beautiful hair. There are kind of like scars on the side of his head, as you mentioned before, but they like almost make him more attractive.
He's rugged.
How can Henry Cavill get any more attractive?
Yeah, well, fucking, here we are. So he pulls down and then scans over all of you. The robes that were adorning his shoulders drop. He's shirtless. He has kind of long, flowing, kind of satin white trousers. They were just a part of the adornment underneath the outfit. Fantastic chest hair. He's like a little bit sweaty because he's been doing some manual labour and like riding horses and stuff.
It was all worth it.
And you watch as he kind of brings up his hands, and they're both wrapped in kind of white linen. And as he
Is he a pugilist?
a what?
Is he going to kick her teeth in?
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
As he kind of cracks his knuckles together, they both poof, poof, and catch in a flame, and he stands back.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a pugilist. You're about to.
I'm going to get my shit mixed by Henry Cavill.
And as he kind of drops into this stance and locks eyes with you, as he just
Does
goes,
he cock his fist?
"You should not have come here." And as he moves in towards you, we're going to end tonight's fucking session, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for having me, folks. That was a ton of fun.
We will be not here in March, but we will be back in April, and then every month after it, the third Sunday, where we will continue this story. Please bring your parties, bring your friends. We're going to be at HorrorCon in Paisley doing some special horror-themed Dungeons and Dragons.
Some would hope.
Sorry?
Some would hope, yeah.
They've booked us, so I'm going. Do we have anything else before I wrap this up?
Yes.
Put a ribbon on it?
As per usual, we are on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Discord now as well.
Yeah. Sharpie, can you bring up... Oh, shit, no. Go to the next picture, Sharpie. I forgot. I want to show you the portal.
Oh.
I think I can change Henry
That's
Cavill.
what you've seen. There you go.
Anyway, so
I wouldn't have
please...
walked into that shit. What the fuck?
I know if you
Can't
put that
change
on, we
your
would have
mind
wasted
now.
time.
Evil as fuck.
Yeah.
You said it was like pink and shit.
As described. That's all right.
Nah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, he was jumping into Raspberry Ripple. You lied.
Sharpie, can you bring up the other slideshow?
Yeah.
And then, sorry, Alison, continue.
So, we are on Instagram, TikTok, what did I say? Facebook, Discord, thank you. Please go follow us because I need the love and I spend lots of... Never mind. But please go follow us. Please. It would actually mean a lot. Plus, that means you can keep up to date with any more shows that we add, that we are invited to, that we do. The newsletter will also at some point be linked on the socials. I haven't done it yet because I'm lazy. But yeah, basically.
Glad you said it.
And if you want to sign up to the newsletter, go through the website.
Definitely not goblins.com.
Yeah.
That's my bit.
We are legit.
So it's not goblins.com.
Wait,
No,
what?
definitely not goblins.
Definitely not.
It's not goblins.com, but like,
No, I swear to fucking God.
I think that's a brand new joke. I
Oh,
don't think anyone's ever
shit.
made that one before.
We have been done. I never thought I was going to get heckled at my own show.
So
That is
yes,
hilarious. I'm stealing it.
That is everything. Hopefully, see you
concludes
here back in.
Yeah. Thank you so
next
much for
couple
coming,
months.
guys.
Yeah.
Give it up for our audio tech Fudgy, for our special guest role player Rich,
Oh,
for all the staff. What?
if anybody wants badges and stickers, we've also got badges and stickers. We're selling them for £1, cash
Oh yeah,
card
yeah.
as
Badges and
well.
stickers. We'll be selling them over there for £1.
Come up to us and we'll give you some shit. I don't know.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Good one.